Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Y'all already know what it is, man. First things first, man, I just want to shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now, man. It's just a pleasure and an honor to be rapping with the people again, man. You already know what it is, man. I feel like I haven't talked to the people in ages. Salute to Basil in the chat. Salute to my man Sky, Mac, everybody. You already know what time it is, man. You already know we love y'all. We got a lot of things in store for the people tonight, man. We got ourselves some breaking news we're going to have to discuss tonight, obviously. I'm pretty sure we're well aware of the news that has arisen out of Chicago involving Lonzo Ball. We must break that down tonight, unfortunately. It is news, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of outlets spreading a lot of different things. I don't feel like we're going to get anything until I would say hopefully by media day. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some kind of verdict or timetable. It might not be the timetable we like, because if we start to look at the way things are rising, because it's starting to hear that the Bulls, they don't know, what's going on with Lonzo, when he gonna return, this, that, and the third. So what if the news come out that he's out indefinitely? And that's what I stated the last time we talked about this situation. Him being out indefinitely, I mean, some people might view that as, another troubling situation. Others may view it as you just putting a lot of this media shit to bed, because right now it's like Chicago. I'm telling you right now, if the Bulls don't have a verdict on this situation before training camp, or media day, this whole situation with Lonzo will dominate media day if they don't come up with some sort of verdict. And that goes for everybody, from Billy Donovan to Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, the younger players, assistant coach. I mean, everybody, trainers, everybody is going to be asked, the general manager, the president, this Lonzo situation will dominate free agency, and it's unfortunate the situation that we're in right now with Lonzo. But you hear KC Johnson, he did report that situation that the Bulls don't know, I'm looking at some things right now. Right now, I'm looking at NBC Sports. These guys have reported something as well. But they're stating that Lonzo did vow to be back. Lonzo visited specialists to try to get his bottom. Okay, I'm looking at some things, some discomfort in his knee. Like I said, this is crazy, when you really start to really dive deep into this whole situation with Lonzo. The fact that this man got hurt and is still suffering, with the knee. I mean, this is just, when you look up a bad luck of the draw, I mean, you can't ask for no worse luck than what Lonzo Ball is experiencing right now. I just hope throughout the midst of all of this nasty news, it's not as bad as is being reported. But I tell you what, for this injury to linger like this is not good, ladies and gentlemen. You can't find a bigger Lonzo Ball fan than me, and this news is starting to get horrifying, especially it's because before it felt like things were getting better, progress was being made, and then it seems like all progress has been a screeching halt, and things have gotten worse, like fast. As if you, according to the reports, Like I said, we got to get some sort of news and some clarity. I feel like there's a lack of clarity, and there's so much information getting thrown out. Like, for instance, the Chicago Bulls didn't report this information that Lonzo Ball will be out. This news is coming from other alternative outlets that some people might view as trusted sources. But I'm just saying the Chicago Bulls did not announce that they don't know when Lonzo Ball is going to return. This did not come out from the Bulls, But KC Johnson, these guys are, kind of all right if you want to go by their words. But we won't know until, I would say, media day to training camp on a verdict on Lonzo Ball. And like I said, the verdict might not be what we like. And it's unfortunate, but the Bulls, they have some pieces, hopefully, to hold down the fort. At this point with Lonzo Ball, this is just about getting back on the floor. Can Lonzo get on the floor this season? Or is this injury going to put him out the whole? How bad are we talking about? What are the specialists saying? What is Bulls medical staff saying? Obviously, things are not coming out good. Salute to the chat. Red Scorpion is in the building. He might be the first player to play for. Okay, it says, I don't know if they're going to trade Lonzo Ball. I don't think that's right now in the cards. I think it's too soon to be talking like that in terms of him being moved. I think when you discuss what Lonzo brought to the Chicago Bulls a season ago, bringing the Bulls literally to the forefront of the Eastern Conference, and then the massive drop-off that happened once he left, I think the Bulls could be in a serious danger of repeating some of those things. This season, the East is a beast right now, and it's very dominant. You don't know who the hell is coming out the Eastern Conference. It's not a foregone conclusion that the Bulls even going to be in the mix. And then when you add the Lonzo Ball injury, I'm telling you, these guys could completely fall out the picture, because when you look at the East, these teams are going to be there. And teams have gotten better who didn't make it, but they do have Zach LaVine. They do have DeMar DeRozan. They have a collection of guards. That's what I'm saying. Alonzo being out, yes, you have Kobe White. You have Ayo DeSumo. They just traded for Goran Dragic. So are they Lonzo Ball? Absolutely not. But they do different things. They have different skill sets that could be brought to the table at that point guard position in Lonzo Ball's absence. Hopefully, Lonzo Ball could make it at some point this season. That's all I could say. But when you're discussing an injury where he's dealing with discomfort, it's almost like, okay, they're saying the knee is structurally sound, but there's something with him and the knee. It's like he's dealing with some I don't understand how we could rectify this situation that he's dealing with. I think we need to rectify it as soon as possible, because, like I said, the Bulls, their season is dwindling in the balance here, ladies and gentlemen. It's much needed. They have to get a verdict on Lonzo. They're down. They're gonna be down. They're gonna be in some trouble, man. Serious trouble out east, y'all. And y'all know this, man. It's just unfortunate that this news has come out involving Lonzo. It just never continues to get better. A guy coming from Los Angeles, his first season dealing with issues, second year, dealing with some injury concerns, but it not as bad. It did take him out towards the tail end, excuse me. In New Orleans, it seemed to be he was starting to put some of that behind him. He got the big contract from Chicago. At this season that just passed, in the beginning, as you could see, it started to look like he was putting some of these things that people were saying in terms of that he can't shoot, he can't make free throws. That was another thing, ladies and gentlemen. People don't put that into consideration. Lonzo Ball has overcome a lot that people have said, in terms of, like I said, even his free throw percentages have went up. Somehow that gets lost in the shuffle. We get so caught up in just his outside shooting. They ridiculed him involved in that as well. Lonzo Ball, I believe, and I know, not just believe, he's going to have to overcome the biggest battle of his career right now, involving this knee, and not only getting recovered, sustaining it when he gets back on the floor. because if Lonzo comes back this season and somehow something happens where it sidelines him once again, now you're dealing with another, situation. What if it's something else? What if it's not the knee? What if that's what I'm saying. Lonzo Ball has to do his best to remain healthy. There's no way you could predict the injury. These things are tricky. So it's nothing to really you can't really crucify him for this because you can't really get on an injury, or you can ask for guys to be healthy. He looks healthy. He obviously trains over the summer. He's in crazy shape. He don't look like a player that's out of shape. I believe he has underrated speed and athleticism that I don't feel like he always gets a chance to exhibit. And you could pull that on both parties on his various teams, and himself. He has to attack the basket. I feel like Lonzo was added so many different facets and levels to his game prior to the injury. Lonzo Ball, I believe, was going to start to attack the basket a lot more than we wanted to see, and convert. Oftentimes Lonzo didn't always go to the basket and drive with the strength that was needed. Lonzo Ball was starting to add that to his game as he completely added all the other tools to his game with his outside shooting. A lot of people criticized him for the 3-and-D situation that was going on. Lonzo Ball was great in that role as well. Also Lonzo Ball was great in facilitating. He didn't get an opportunity to really evolve Patrick Williams' game like I thought he could have prior to both of them getting hurt. But Patrick Williams went down very early in the season. And also Zach LaVine. These guys had a connection. Zach wanted Lonzo here, ladies and gentlemen. Lonzo didn't just come here out the mid-blue. Lonzo Ball and Zach, I felt like they didn't really establish that UCLA connection, that I wanted to see. I felt like they were starting to get that. Obviously, Zach, he's a gunner. He's going to put the basketball up. But I felt like him and Lonzo just couldn't get right. Obviously, it was on both of their parties because they was just ravished by the COVID protocols. I think that's something that people don't put into consideration either. Those protocols just sniped them. I don't think the Chicago Bulls dealt with the most situations involving the protocols out of anybody in basketball. I felt like every other day it was somebody else getting hit with the protocol that was getting taken out. And most of the time, these guys it was the DeRozan. 1 week it was DeRozan, 1 week is Lonzo. Mind you, not Lonzo, 1 week is Zach. So mind you, when these dudes getting taken out for COVID protocol, it's forever. It felt like they was never coming back. So you got Lonzo being healthy, having to elevate his game, but don't have the guys around him. So we never got a chance to really see Lonzo putting up 20 plus with all of these guys on the floor going at the same time. They seen, the impact that Lonzo had, but DeMar just couldn't really capitalize on it as much when they got back because everybody just got hurt, and by the time everybody was getting hurt left and right, people was not even coming back. Lonzo Ball was supposed to be 6 to 8 weeks. Lonzo was supposed to be locked and loaded, ready to go to the postseason, but somehow, whatever the hell happened, he got jerked all around. He couldn't even get back. Obviously, I don't know, man. This injury is one of the most craziest injuries that I've seen over the past couple of years, and I hate that it's involving one of my favorite players, in Lonzo Ball. I wish this happened to somebody else. I mean, you don't wish this on anybody, but I just feel like Lonzo Ball, his talent is so immense, and it's just unfortunate that he gets just, snake bitten by injuries, snake bitten by, different, personnel situations, where the way the coach is utilizing him at times, but it is what it is. The Bulls, they're going to have to do what they have to do, without Lonzo Ball. So shout out CWE. He said the Bulls are better without Lonzo Ball. I don't know about that, man. I don't think that's a valid statement to say that, man, because you just look at the numbers. It'll prove that you're lying to yourself. Lonzo Ball is, the driving force and the heartbeat to the Chicago Bulls. You'll see it. The only way they overcome this is unless Zach LaVine. And mind you, I was gonna put this out in a video, but I'll just break it right here for you. The only way the Bulls get through this situation and remain like a force in the East while Lonzo is out is unless Zach LaVine becomes a more decisive player, a guy that pick and choose his spots, not just getting the fucking basketball and chucking shots up all over the place. Zach LaVine has to become more of a facilitator. These guys draw so much fucking attention in terms of Zach and DeMar DeRozan. Like Mac just said that he got LaVine MVP. I believe that the way we view DeMar DeRozan this season that just passed, we will view Zach in that role. He just got the bag. I believe he's much more comfortable playing with DeMar DeRozan. DeMar is a dominant player to play with on the floor. He takes over. He's an isolation basketball player, and so is Zach LaVine. So it was oftentimes they just your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. That oftentimes that's just how it is due to their play styles. But Zach LaVine has to be that guy to move the basketball when these guys don't shoot the basketball when you getting doubled and you got the third guy trailing you. You don't have to do that. Just because you feel like it's my turn to score now. That's what I've seen, and that's what completely wrecked the Bulls season. And what happens is with Chicago is you will have these nights where, okay, Zach is putting up shots over two defenders. He attacking the back. He going 1-on-5, and fuck around and have 40 that night. What the hell you think he going to do the next game? The same shit. But the situation is that style of play that DeMar DeRozan was an MVP candidate for. That style completely just dies in the postseason. You've seen it. The Milwaukee Bucks stepped on the Chicago Bulls viciously. They was savagely beaten in the postseason. They just got their whole season wrecked. They just got to bring the intensity, man. The Chicago Bulls got to bring it. They added my man Andre Drummond. I believe now that gives them an opportunity to play in different situations because now you don't have Lonzo there. I believe Ayo DeSumo, he can defend. But what about Kobe White? I don't know about that. Do you trust him? I know Goran Dragic ain't playing a lick of defense. And the last thing you need is Vucevic just getting attacked and pick and rolls, and nobody respects Vuce. Let me just break the news to you. Everybody feel like they're either going to take him to the basket or they're going to put him in a series of pick and rolls. Now I believe you're going to be able to play in different styles when you could take Vuce out. Because Vuce sometimes could be a liability. He's very talented, but if you notice, teams make this guy a liability oftentimes than not, right? So now you'll be able to play with Andre Drummond and Patrick Williams, and there you get your defense right there. So I believe they could seal the paint, with that lineup sometimes, oftentimes than not. Obviously you got to play Vooch because this dude is a 20-10 a night guy, but this dude is fool's gold defensively. He's giving them no help. Vucevic got to give him a better hand this season. And this is in terms of sustaining itself until Lonzo Ball gets back. Lonzo Ball, say whatever you want. This dude he is an anchor to the defense, especially at the point of attack. Lonzo Ball picking dudes up 94 feet, especially when he crosses them half court. He's a very aggressive defender, on-ball defender. This guy's one of the best in the league. I believe if he would have remained healthy, I believe he would have been, in the first team, all defense situation or second team in some form of capacity. There's no way in God's green earth that if Lonzo was healthy, he doesn't make one of those teams. We discussing ZO2, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lonzo Ball. We just got to put these things into right perspective, ladies and gentlemen. I understand, the catastrophic news that has broke. But at the end of the day, we must speak on the impact that he brings to this team. This team will miss him immensely. This is Lonzo, ladies and gentlemen. This is truly unfortunate. Let's hope that it's not as bad as, these people are reporting. Let's wait for the Bulls medical staff to make a statement or announcement. We haven't heard that yet, but remember I stated this before. They're going to have to come up with some verdict, whether it's good or bad, before media day. I don't see how they roll into media day with shit all up in the air with Lonzo and expect to have a nice copacetic afternoon. I think I don't see that happening. We got Uncle Vern in the building. What's the deal, huh?
Hey, Flight, what's going on? Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got the wise man, Uncle Vern. What's good?
Man, I'm trying to find out. Flight, what's going on? You said it's breaking
Yes.
news. What's going on? What's happening now?
Well,
What's
well, well. Right now, we're dealing with a situation with Lonzo Ball. Casey Johnson has reported the Chicago Bulls don't know when Lonzo Ball will be back on the court again. That was coming from Casey Johnson. The Chicago Bulls did not report that. So I mean, all we could do right now is just like I said, wait for the Bulls to come out with a verdict, whether it's good, bad, or ugly.
right,
That's what I stated. I mean, at this point, we ready for whatever. I think anything is better than anything. And I stated if they state that Lonzo is out indefinitely,
right,
if they do that, I don't think it's just bad. All bad or even all good or even in the middle. I'm gonna be more in the middle with this situation because I
right,
feel like if they announce that he's out indefinitely. That could just be a cause to silence all of these questions. That way, they don't have to answer any questions involving Lonzo. He's out indefinitely.
right. I agree.
So it just stops everything. But that's not something that we should be clapping up for joy about if that happens. I
Right,
hope that they announce that hey, he'll be out 2 3 months. He'll be out 6 to 8 weeks. He shouldn't be out. He should be back before Christmas or some shit like that. That's what I'm hoping. But
right.
we gotta discuss all sides of the spectrum. That's
Yeah.
what that's what I feel in my humble opinion.
All right. Yeah. I like that in you. I feel the same way. Hopefully everything turned out right for his sake at least. You understand me? Yeah. Hopefully everything turned out right for him, Flight. That's the way I see it. But I'm not. I don't know. I would say I wouldn't be too much concerned about it if I was you, but I wouldn't be too concerned about it. I think Zoe gonna come back in not for enough time this season.
Right.
So all he haven't. If they said he having discomfort, that's all it is. Discomfort. It ain't. That don't seem like that's even
Yeah.
real.
That's what I'm saying. No, I hope that it's some kind of therapy, something, that could be done, to help him, get through games and be ready to play, and have a long career because I mean this is a young man at the end of the day with a lot of talent,
Right.
and I feel like he never truly got a chance to fully show it, how he should, due to so many different circumstances.
Right.
A lot of things derailed him, unfortunately.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I agree with.
Trades, coaches, and now with the Bulls, I think he was playing with a talented team. I think they didn't get it all together. It wasn't a perfect bunch of guys, but I felt like it was their first season, and they could use one more year just to get everything right.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. Okay.
Yeah, it's something special, man. I'm keep 100.
Yeah.
Rap Guy Reloaded said KC works for the Bulls insider, also a former beat writer of the Chicago Tribune. That's facts. What do you think the Chicago Bulls could do without Lonzo? How do you feel about Io DeSumo? How do you feel about Kobe White and Goran Dragic and some of those guys? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I like the team they had last year, Flight, and I like Drogon, the new addition of them. I like the new addition with the center. You know what I'm saying? The one that was played in Detroit a while back, Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond.
I like all those moves. You understand me? But I don't think ain't gonna be nothing going to too much replace Lonzo in that backcourt. But I just hope for the best. I like that young guard they got too. That Allen guy, whatever his name is. He's like,
Io.
yeah, I like Al the sumo.
I like Io. Io is really good too.
Yeah,
I like him. He got his shot right, and he
yeah,
can also defend. He defends like a Chicago Bull. Like
yeah,
how to, the other guys they got to step it up, but he is an aggressive defender. He
yes.
could, or he got the potential to be.
Right, right. You got the potential to be. See, Lonzo already got that, bro. Lonzo already that good defender and everything else. There ain't really too much you got to bring out of him. He already got it. You just
Yeah,
hoping to develop some more players that can bring that same kind of energy. It's going to be difficult, but it can be done, though. They can sit good for a minute until Lonzo get back, and then they can get better, I believe. They
yeah.
can stay healthy.
I do believe if Lonzo Ball takes the floor, I'm expecting him to electrify. I'm not expecting him to just fuck around. Like I'm expecting him to perform. You know, if he takes the floor this season, which I do believe he will.
Right. And then you got to also understand the fact that that coach gonna let him go and do what he got to do.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope. I mean, let's hope.
Yeah.
I think DeMar DeRozan, they talked a good game, but I think these injuries hurt. You know, but like I said, it's tough. I hope
Yeah.
he can get back on the floor sooner than later. I know he wants to. So
Oh yeah.
Alonzo, he was out a lot. He was hanging out with the team this summer. You know, so he was with the Bulls. So there's no issues. You know, so there's really something going on with this injury, man.
Yeah. Well. Yep. Yep. That's true.
It, things will get rectified with Lonzo. You know, I'm expecting some news on the verdict on this situation sooner than later. There's too much speculation. Things are too up in the air right now. You know, the Bulls gotta come out and give us something. You know,
Yeah.
because he met with Bulls medical staff. That was like a week ago? You know, so I mean, they should know something right now. You know, so it's crazy. We got Unstoppable in the building live from Chicago. It was good.
All right, Unstoppable.
Check.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, it was good.
Well, shout out to East Flights and the shout out to the chat.
Yo,
Listen.
All right, stop.
yo, I know, have you heard the news involving Lonzo?
You said, have I heard any news or did I hear the news?
Did you hear any news?
Nah.
Yeah, because
Uh,
KC Johnson that came out and said that the Bulls don't know when Lonzo Ball will be healthy. But I
I
mean,
was gonna say, I do remember. The only thing I heard was, one moment he could practice and be fine, and then the next moment he'll play and it'll be discomfort.
I heard something like that too.
Yeah.
So they
So
trying to get this guy ready.
yeah,
He's in Chicago with the team. They trying.
I
You
mean,
know,
that's
it's
all
not
they
getting.
can do. Everybody body different. So
Yeah.
see, what I don't want to happen is, you see what happened to Robert Williams, right?
What happened?
He got to have surgery again.
Oh God.
So I feel like he came back too quick. But he did that to try to help the team win the championship, and he wound up paying for it. Hopefully, they look out for him, for him risking putting his career on the line and try to help them win a championship. But yeah, um, it's good. All they can do is take it one day at a time. Hopefully, he'll be back. What I wouldn't work on. What I do is have him take his time and bring him back towards the second half, so he could be there, be ready for the playoffs. But if he can come back sooner than that, that'd be great too. But don't rush it, because you don't want to make the injury. You don't want to re-injure it and make it worse than what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, it'd be good if he could just start playing and performing. You know, without feeling the discomfort. You know, then go from there.
Right. I don't get what you mean, Mac. KC capping. I mean, I guess that's what you mean. I don't know. I mean,
Or what they say.
look like Mac said KC be still capped.
You talking
Whatever
about
that means.
Casey Johnson?
Yeah, whatever that means. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, what I heard that news that you said too about when they starting him up and when he can practice and play and all this shit. So
Right.
it's let me know they working on it. You know, so it's just troubling. You know, I
What
just
they
hope that something happens like good.
right. What they just need to figure out is, which they probably already have, is figure out who's gonna be that starting lineup. I think it's gonna be Ayo Dosunmu.
Me
You know, I
too.
yeah, he's putting on the weight. You know what I'm saying? So he won't be pushed around. I think he'll be ready. He had a little taste of being the starter for a while, and now he can go in there ready, mind focused, mind clear, and pick up where he left off at, and show him that he can hold it down if his boat come back. You know, um, yeah, man. And it's up to the coach. The coach got a coach, man. You know,
Yeah.
next man up, bro. Ain't no excuse. You still got Zach. You still got DeMar. You know, you gotta make it happen. I know, assuming he's no Lonzo, but you still got your key scores. You know, gotta make something happen, bro.
Right. We definitely got to make something happen. We got my man Marvin in the building. What's the deal, Marv?
What's
Marvin the
going
March.
on? What's
What
going
up?
What's
on,
good?
Flight?
Shout out
What's going
Marv.
on?
I can't call it. Everything good? What you? How you
Shout
feeling?
out, yeah, shout out to the panel, to the chat, to
All
Flight
right, Marv.
Sports TV, the machine. I hear you guys chatting about Lonzo.
Yes, sir. What's your
Yeah,
thoughts on the
man.
situation?
Listen, guys, all we can do is just wait until we get some news. Ain't no need in going left, going right. I mean, you know how I am, guys. I very seldom comment on injuries. I just let them play out. The Bulls tried to put pieces in place to get just in case this happens. If it happens, we got to deal with it. I can say one thing: if he's going to be out, I'd rather for him to be out early than late. We needed him late last year. Hopefully, if that's the case, we'll have him late. You know, but
Right.
I mean, who's to know? I mean, because we got different things coming out of everybody's camp. Lonzo's camp saying he's okay, and then this guy out of Chicago saying that Bulls ain't heard nothing. So who knows?
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I said it's so weird. You know, with the situation.
Yeah,
There's conflicting reports.
but I do know this: the Bulls get one thing that should help them out is that if Io has a start, he started all of last year, which means he should be a little better. So we got to look at what we got on the floor and move on, man. Hopefully he can get back on the floor, and when he do, we'll be welcoming him with open arms.
Yeah, I don't think Goran Drag is unstoppable. Mute your mic when you're not talking.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Uh, yeah, I was gonna say, like I said, it's crazy. You're right about that. We don't. We got to wait till we get some concrete news. That's why I
Yeah,
did
man.
say. I did notice. I did say that the Bulls didn't say anything. This coming from like all other media outlets out in
Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah.
Like that's what they saying. You know, the
I
Bulls
know it.
haven't come out and said anything.
That's right, man. So what we got to do is just play it by ear. And, hey, wait till like you said, it won't be long now. They're gonna have to say something eventually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like one more week to training camp, right? No,
Yeah,
tip. Yeah, training camp. Yeah. One more week
yeah, yeah. One more week to training camp, and then
and media day.
official
You
news
know.
comes out. When they do their press media day, we'll know then. That's for sure. So I mean, and in the meantime, man, we just got to prepare for what we got. I'm not saying that we don't need him. We all know we need him. But I can't. None of us can sit back and cry about injuries this time. It's the beginning of the season. We need to put this shit together and get going. Hopefully, he can get back. 10, 11 games, whatever it is, and we be still set. Like I said, I'd rather lose him early than late. That's for damn sure.
you're
I think they'll be
right about
fine.
that.
You know, if this is true, I think they'll be fine. You know, they got
And
plenty of tape to look to see
yeah, and in
what the
Dragic's
holes in the
case,
game they gotta make. You know.
Flight, he doesn't play very much defense, but he runs the offense well. So if we can cover that up, and try to cover, I mean, if you think about it, Lonzo does a lot of things to other players, not necessarily to the player he's guarding. He does play well on this point guard also, but he's everywhere on the floor. So we're gonna miss him if he's not there regardless. So we just gotta man up, next man up, and let's get after it. If he ain't there, this might give me an opportunity where Dalen Terry gets a little early minutes in the season. We'll see about that. That might be a plus for us going down the stretch too if he gets some time early
I
because we're
agree.
gonna need everybody.
Yep, I agree with that, Tate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
And,
gonna need everybody. So yeah,
and just like you said, Marvin, the thing about one thing about Lonzo, everybody realizes, especially a lot of the players in the NBA realize, Lonzo make his team better. He make his players that he play with better, and they ain't gonna
that's right.
they're gonna miss that. But it's gonna be all right though because of the fact that I think they can maintain until he get back.
Well, here's the thing: if you look at the schedule and what he's experiencing, guys, which is soreness and pain, a little pain but no swelling, then you can limit his minutes. If he's ready to go, if he sits out for a while in that first game and he can play 10 minutes, play him 10 minutes.
Yep.
Sit him down, you know. Or if you feel like he needs to just sit until he get it. But if you can tell, as long as it's been that swelling, see, bone bruise is funny, man. It's
Right.
just left up to your pain tolerance, man. How much you can take that pain. A lot of people can take it. A lot of people say, "Hey, man, it's a little bit too much." So if you can limit his minutes, never, try not to give him too many minutes in back to backs. As long as we got him on the floor, he means a lot to the team, man. We can get him 10, 11, 12 minutes. Then that limits the minutes for Ayo, limits the minutes for Dragic, but also it helps the team because he's still there, morale wise. So I don't know. Like I said, and that's just a thought because I don't know if that's going to happen either. But we'll see here in media day when it's coming up. What's going on with preseason? Preseason, see how it shakes out. You know.
Yeah, I hope so. No, man, that's all we can. That's all we can think of.
And they signed to Unstoppable. I wanted him to hear this. They signed to Giannis' brother. I didn't know this guy was 6'10".
Yeah,
6'10", man.
6'11", 6'11", 17 weeks,
6'10",
man.
6'11", man. Shit, I didn't know he was that big. So
I
I'm
was talking to
thinking,
Flight about that
yeah, I'm
yesterday.
figuring that they're gonna sign him to probably one of them two-way contracts. Now I'm not sure. I'm just speculating.
I
They
think they're
hadn't
gonna
deals.
drop Malcolm Hill. I think they're gonna drop Malcolm Hill and pick him up because they got
Well,
too many guards. They got too many guards already.
yeah, but
So,
there's people out there who want Malcolm Hill, man. You put him out there, somebody gonna snatch him up, brother.
well,
Just like
who
they
would you
did
rather
one.
have? Would you rather have Malcolm Hill or Contos Antetokounmpo?
Yeah. Well, at the present need for the team, we would use him. Oh, we need him a lot more. So
Yeah, he can give. He can give. You know, he could be a backup for P. Will. Well, no, we got
yeah, no,
Marco Simonovic. Marco Simonovic. Yeah, we got him. But you know what?
yeah,
I
but
don't
he,
think. I don't think he's
yeah,
gonna
he,
come up and play right away. I think they're gonna send him to the G League and let him develop like they did Marco Simonovic.
yeah, a
Then
little
they
bit
gonna bring
more.
him
He
up.
still wasn't
Yeah.
quite ready because he played well in the summer league, but then when he played in that Europe league, he only averaged 8 and 4, and that was against some of a little better talent. So they
Right,
kind of
right.
showed. I watched him in a couple of games against the bonus. I mean, well, we're not looking for him to be that world beater. We just need his help off the bench. Um, but I don't know. I had never seen Giannis' brother play, so I don't really have much footage on him.
He's
So I don't know
he,
how.
he athletic. Can rebound, block shots. He's a raw talent. Like I said, they gonna have to develop him. And
Yeah, he ain't
I
number
think
24. He's nothing but 24 years old.
yeah, I know. I'm saying I think they probably gonna keep him down there 2 years or whatnot. Call him up when they need him up there. Just in case some injuries
Yeah,
happen. But I like him. I'd rather have him here, have him develop and see what he turn into. Because Giannis said he think that his brother gonna be better than him. So we'll see.
that's
They're
right.
gonna
Yeah,
take a risk on him.
we'll take
And
that.
yeah, and then come free agency, we'll see. You never know. Y'all just might entertain to come here. It's a big, it's a
I'm telling
big
you.
Greek following here in Chicago. So you never know. You know,
Yeah.
and that's about
Well,
an
I mean,
hour
at the
away from
present time.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, but at the present time, I know Giannis not coming this year, so we need to deal with what we
Oh no,
have.
no, no,
If he
no, no.
can,
He
if he
not.
can help
He
this
not.
team this year, that'll be a plus. And
Right.
that size, we need that kind of size on this team. That's what we're missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
For
mean, if
sure.
you
For
think
sure.
about it, though, guys, there's a lot of ways Billy can go about this because of Dalen Terry and Goran being on the team, you can start Caruso, and you won't have the quite 3-point shooting, but you have the defensive intensity, and then you can still bring Io off that bench. I'm not sure how he's going to do this, guys. It seems like Caruso does better coming off the bench. I guess you would keep him paired with Goran to try to cover Goran up. So it's a couple of ways you can go at this. I mean, a lot of stuff. If this injury is lingering on, man, I'm telling you, Dalen Terry's going to get some minutes. I mean, he's going to get some minutes. I mean, if it's just
I
garbage
can
time
guarantee
minutes, or
he's gonna get minutes, bro.
yeah, he's going to get some
Yeah.
minutes, man.
Yeah. He's a
Yeah,
dog, bro. You gotta watch the way he plays. You gotta play him. You gotta play him. I think if he develops right, he could do something special. Like
yeah, and and
that.
the big thing, and another big thing with this is, we was out without Lonzo last year, and we was without Patrick Williams at the same time. That made a big difference on just same thing that I heard Flight talking about Vooch. Vooch has always needed a little help down there. If we can keep Pat healthy, we got to spread this thing around, man. We lose Lonzo, other people got to step up. I heard Flight speaking about Zach LaVine. Ain't no jacking up shots everywhere. You need to be a facilitator. You need to be more efficient, and we need to run the offense better. I mean, there's ways that Billy could do this thing. I'm pretty sure, hopefully he did learn from last year also. And if he did, he can change some things around. Like I say, one good thing about it is that he did experience it without him last year, so it's not a surprise to him. Let's see how he recovers on
Yeah, D, I got a question for you on Unstoppable. Can Zach LaVine become that player, that can be decisive, pick and choose his spots, and not just be some checker and a gunner? What do you think?
Well, I've always said a little differently about Zach. Zach's game is predicated on 3-pointers and going all the way to the hoop. He's got a mid-range game, but he very seldom uses it. He used very little on the post-up. So Zach is a hard guy to gauge. He more gets a lot of his points in the flow, fast breaks, quick points, this and that. When you take somebody to the hoop, it's not basically to make anybody else better. It's for him to get his own shot. So it's hard to say on that one. I believe he'll be the same, or if not better. I mean, but as far as him facilitating and getting other players involved, I just don't see him. He could do it. Yes, he could. But do we want his shot attempts to go up right now? I don't know. I don't know if we do. I think we take the load off of him, give him easier shots by letting Pat get more shots in, playing guys in a regular position. Vooch taking good shots, hitting at a higher percentage. That we definitely need that. And then, guys being rested and coming in. I mean, quiet as it kept, we lose quite a bit on defense with Gordon, but we gain some offense. This guy he shoots almost 40% from three. So, we're looking at some offense coming off that bench if he can stay healthy also. So, but as far as Zach being the new guy or whatever, I mean, if you think about it, he averaged 24 last year. What are we looking for? What do we want from him this year? 28, 27? Is that winning basketball? That's the whole key. I think he needs to be the leader of the team, and he's not a vocal leader. So I'm not sure if that's the case, but we all need to step up in the absence of Lonzo Ball. I really believe that.
And can I answer that question also?
Go ahead.
Hey, thank you, Marvin. Hey, Marvin, it's just like this too. Zach LaVine gonna be all right. Zach LaVine gonna be all right, and DeRozan gonna be all right because they already know what they have to do. Zach LaVine signed that contract, so he ain't coming in with no animosity or being upset about anything. The fact that Lonzo ain't gonna be there, that's gonna be rough for Zach LaVine because he like go with the motion of the offense, and the rest of the guys don't too much do that as far as looking for Zach LaVine like that. Lonzo love looking for him, but that's gonna be okay too. Zach LaVine gonna come in. My mindset is Zach LaVine gonna come in with the mindset of being and doing it, whatever it takes for Chicago Bulls to win some championships around now. That's what I think he's gonna do. If he have to play second fiddle to DeRozan, then that's what he's gonna do. But believe me, he's gonna get his because if he got his when he was hurt playing like that, just imagine what he's gonna be doing when he's feeling better. That's what I think, Marvin. Back to you.
I agree. Unstoppable. What you say about it?
Give me a second, bro. What was the question again, bro? Sorry. Yo,
What's gonna happen with Zach LaVine?
oh,
How's
Yeah,
Zach
no.
LaVine gonna come
Zach
through?
Smith can step his game up.
Yeah, Zach's gonna come in a better player. I mean, Zach improves his game every season, and now Zach LaVine is working on his handles now. So we're gonna see him. I want to see him do some crazy stuff. So yeah, I think Zach gonna come in, that knee good, and like Uncle Bird said, if he was doing that, getting his with a hurt knee, just think what he gonna do with a healed up knee. Now, I would like to see some change in Demar. I would like Demar to take a step back a little bit and be like, okay, Zach, I held it down for you when you was hurt. It's your team. Go ahead and show him that you worked the contract and you a hell of a player. And we can hold this down. You can hold it down in the absence of Lonzo. That we'll just be fine and it's not gonna be too bad like everybody's trying to make it seem like it's gonna be.
Right. I agree.
I, yeah, I agree too, man. This thing is predicated on a couple of things. Like I said, one thing we can probably say because we hadn't heard any different, is that the rest of the players on the team are healthy right now. Well, we didn't get a chance to say that last year. First game of the season, Kobe was out. Lonzo was in, but 5 games in, we lose Patrick Williams. Then we just start losing players one after another, man. It was a rough season last year. Cohesiveness, we need that. We need that continuity. The Bulls were banking on that actually coming into this season by not going in over the luxury tax, by not bringing in a high price free agent. And I think it'll work. I think the development of Io is going to surprise a lot of people. I think he's dedicated to the game, guys, and I think that experience from last year going to really vault him to a new height this year. I'm not saying he's a 20 and 7 assist guy, but we don't need him to do that. We
Hey,
need him to be mini Lonzo. You know what I mean?
not only that, Marvin, but he's really playing for a contract too.
That's right. We got a couple of guys on this team playing for contracts, him and Kobe. I mean, not to say it's guaranteed for the guys to play better, but guys usually play a little bit tougher, a little bit better on when they running in their contract year. I mean, like I said, one hand feeds the other in this thing, guys. If we can get contributions from other players, we need our bench. Last year the Bulls kind of held their own periodically when they started was in, but we really lost a lot of leads when that bench came in because we couldn't get much scoring out of that. And I'm not going to leave Derrick Jones Jr. out of this, man. We need more out of him. We need more out of Javonte Green. We definitely need more out of Patrick Williams. He's in the starting lineup. So we get contributions across the board. That means we won't need DeMar to take as many shots. We don't need Zach to be as aggressive. We need for them guys to see with Vooch and Pat, those should be high percentage shots. And then we come in and clean up that second unit, guys. Rebound the ball, kind of protect that rim a little bit. I think the Bulls will be okay. Now, like I said, I hate to say anything about injuries, but if Lonzo going to be out, I would rather for him be out first 10 games than the last 10. We noticed how much we needed him down the stretch in the playoffs last year. I think he would have really came in handy.
Yeah, good call on that. Salute to everybody in the chat. Bass was just chilling. What'd you say, Mom?
No, I was just saying, it's a season. I'll tell you one thing, boy, these seasons don't take long to come back around. It's damn near ready to get back jumping already, guys.
Preseason.
Yeah, man, this shit is wow. We're gonna be in the fold with the NFL and the NBA at the same time, and baseball too. How about that?
Oh man, I meant to speaking of that. I meant to holler at you about it, man. I know you wanted to break the TV set about what happened with Milwaukee.
No way, man. I told you guys after that first win. I'm not looking for the Bears to win no more than 6 or 7 games. They're the youngest team in the NFL. Every win is a plus. Every loss is a learning curve. That's the youngest team in the NFL, and I mean, I wasn't even mad about it. I mean, what I'm looking at is them just progressing from week to week. I mean, if they win, listen, it might be something wrong for the Bears to get in the playoffs this year. We need draft picks. We're gonna have plenty of money. I don't see no reason for us trying to get in the playoffs. I don't. We're the youngest team. I mean, I'm not saying tank the year. I'm not saying that. But if you're not going to be good enough, it is no good going 8-8 in the NFL because you don't get nothing. So you're either going to be good, or you're going to be bad. One of the two. We projected to be bad, and we don't have the corners. We got young corners, man. Come on, man. Kyler Gordon, that guy's a rookie. And then we ain't got no defensive line right now, but we got plenty of money coming up next year. And you can rest assured that Chicago is a destination. A lot of people say people might not want to come there. Bullshit. We do some decent things this year, and then with that quarterback. I mean, I didn't like the way the coach only let him throw the ball 11 times. No, I didn't like that. But look at what happened to Trey Lance. Were they trying to do too much for him? I mean, with him? Are they not trying to do enough with Justin? I mean, I don't know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. If we're going to lose, go ahead and lose. Let's get our draft picks and get ready for the future. You know what I mean?
You said
Marvin,
you expected to go 8-8, right? Did you say 8-8?
No, I said if we go 8-8, that ain't no good. You in the middle of the pack, you don't get nothing in the draft.
Well, quick
It's no,
question revolving that. Just a quick question. You can go on it.
all right,
So,
hey,
you
thank you,
said,
thank you. Go ahead,
Paul,
go ahead, go ahead.
all right. Now, remember, I told you I don't even watch football like that. I'm trying to get into it. Now, that means there's only 16 games in a regular football
no, no,
season.
no, 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 no. I just left one of them out. It's 17 games.
Oh, 17 games in the NFL season.
Yeah,
Okay,
they can
all
go
right.
8-9. They can go 8-9, 9-8. And I
Okay. Well, that's all I want to know. All right, go ahead, LeBron.
Okay, hey, Marvin, if you understand one thing, I want you to understand something about the Chicago Bears. They don't. They have one good player. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Uncle Brian.
Okay,
Go
good.
ahead.
You know, the
We can hear
Chicago
you.
Bears always have that one good player. They spend a lot of money on that one good player, but he don't happen to always be. He just be just good, not better or better than anybody else. Just good. That's what they're doing with that quarterback they got. But they got a gym out there in Chicago. They got a gym out there in Chicago, and his name is Montgomery. And that young man can run that football. He's the only one on that team that act like they want to win. So I agree with you. They should tank because they can't do nothing else but tank. But really, they ain't gonna tank. They just gonna come out and bring everything they got, but they ain't got enough. And the Vikings neither. I don't know how the Vikings beat the Packers. I blame it on Aaron Rodgers because he plays funny sometimes. Sometimes he take it serious. Sometimes he really don't. That's my only gripes against him. But I'm gonna tell you, out there in Chicago, that young man Montgomery, if I got his name right, the running back, he's real good, Marvin. He's real good. And if you see him play, you would say the same thing. As far as the rest of the Bears team, they average his best. I'm sorry, Marvin. Back to you if you hear me.
Marvin might have got a phone call.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, man, everything will work itself out.
yeah. Hey, flight. The Bears ain't all that flight. They ain't know that the fool. They ain't like Marvin said, they young yet, but they ain't ready for those championships. They better try to hold on to Montgomery. They better hold on to him with all they got. That quarterback they got ain't the answer. And that's why they just let him. You ain't gonna have no good quarterback or star quarterback, and then you ain't gonna allow him to throw the ball. The
Hey,
reason why
yo,
they did that because Montgomery was just playing so good. They had to hand the ball off to him because he wasn't doing jack. He was no threat. I'm sorry.
You a Bears fan?
Who, me? No, I told
Yeah.
you I ain't no fan of no professional baseball team or basketball team. I'm a fan of players. I recognize greatness when I see it. Like I recognize you because you great. That's why I mess with you. I try to follow the great players, not the okay ones. You know, like I told Bob a long time ago, I got rid of I stopped messing with the Bears because they signed Jay Cutler to all that money, man. And look what they did, they tried to get rid of him the next year. I mean, that was the stupidest thing, man. Like, and that's how teams go, organizations, that's how they go. They do stupid stuff like that. They cut off their nose to spite their face. And the Bears ain't get that's the kind of organization they got. They ain't trying to win nothing. They trying to get fans in the stand.
hey, yo, flight.
Yeah, I'm here, which was good.
I done figured some more stuff out in the post, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna find out.
Some crazy. So you must have learned some stuff too, huh?
You said you say it one more time?
I say you must have learned some stuff too, huh?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm getting better in that shit, man. I think Zach Levine is a problem. And then
Yeah,
again,
right.
it's like I want to try other people, but that dude is just a beast. Motherfuckers are all out assassin. What's good, man?
yeah,
You
man.
got a
Sorry
phone
about that.
call, Marvin?
Yeah, keep getting these damn calls in every damn time I get on. Yeah, man. So hey, I just heard Flight talking about something, man, about that combination of Lonzo Ball and Patrick Williams. See, we ain't had a chance to see that. They only played 5 games together, guys. I've been waiting to see that. They talk about the Bulls not having a lob threat. Well, there's a lob threat, including him and Derrick Jones Jr. also. But yeah, I mean, we got to get him on the
Bean
court.
too.
Yeah,
Bean
and then
too.
Levine
Levine get
too.
up there.
I mean, we just got to get him on the court, though, guys. I mean, listen, I don't know if you guys know it, but Goran Dragic is a great lob thrower himself. Now he's going to be playing more with that second unit, I do believe. Well, and it's all dependent on how well Io plays, too, guys. I mean, I'm looking for big things in Io. Contract year, him trying to move up. Plus, hey man, it's going to be a lot of teams out there after him if he play well. So he needs to really show up, man, because he can get some big money out of this year if he plays well. And
Let
that's
me ask
and
you
I,
this: do you think Chicago need to hurry up and lock him up so that won't happen?
well, I think they're going to probably end up trying to do it at the All Star break. It's going to be predicated on how well he plays, though. Now, we got to get a glimpse of him. I mean, how would you grade him from last year as a rookie? I guess you can grade him as an upside. You look, his upside is real high, but you didn't see a lot of him. He did hit that rookie wall last year, but as far as his upside, I think he's still got a huge upside. And then with him being dedicated to the game, I think he can really get better. So I'm with the sentiment of you. The Bulls should try to go ahead and lock him up because we having these problems with Alonzo, so we're going to need that point guard anyway. So
Yeah,
go ahead and lock him up and secure him before anybody else starts throwing money at him.
yeah. I think he's dedicated to get better, and he will get better. Shit, I read something that he went and got a whole bunch of footage of when he was playing. He looking at the footage where it wasn't mistakes and things he need to clean up on. So yeah, I think like you said, that probably locked him up during the All Star game or whatnot. But
I
I
never mentioned it. Excuse me, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I never mentioned it last year, but I didn't like his release on his jump shot. I didn't even like his form. I'm not saying there's anything drastically wrong with it because he actually shot the ball pretty well. But he just had that funky looking release and funky looking form.
Uh,
I'm not saying for him to change it because I mean, I guess you don't change anything that's broken because he shot field goal percentage was pretty good and his 3-point percentage was pretty good. I mean, I believe the jitters are out of him as far as open shots and taking the shots. I mean, running the offense, I think he did that pretty good last year. But I mean, he played extra minutes last year too, man. All these guys are running on fumes at the end of the year. So he played minutes in the playoffs also. So the experience they got is valuable, man. So I mean, and then who's to know? Hey, we might get surprised on opening night and Lonzo be there. If it is, that's a plus for the Bulls.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad you said that about his form being funky because it was something I wanted to talk about them making one more hire, but I just keep forgetting it for some damn reason. There's one person I like to see Chicago hire on their staff. I want to see them try to get that guy. I forget his name over there that works for the Pelicans that helped Lonzo fix his jump shot. I feel like if he
Yeah, you
fix
mentioned that.
Lonzo, yeah, if he
Yes,
fix
yes.
Lonzo's shot, I think he can pretty much fix anybody's shot. And that's somebody I want on my damn squad. You know what I'm saying? Because his
Yeah, he
shot was
changed his
popping.
form. He changed
Yeah,
his form, and his,
yeah,
his field goal percentage went way up. So I mean,
right, right.
obviously, Now, as far as all these guys working on their handle, I mean, I guess they all need to work on their handle, but it's easy. It's easy for us to say, "Wow, he's working on his handle" when nobody's in front of you. But it's a different ball game when you got a guy poking at you and pushing at you and all this. You can't handle the ball the same. And you want to keep your handle okay, but we need some consistent shooting, man. We need, they were talking about Kobe with his handle. Actually, his
Oh, I
shooting
mean,
was. Go ahead.
no, I was like, I mean, I get what you say on nobody in front of you, but you want to work in your handle because you want to create separation. You know what I'm saying? How
Oh
to
yeah,
break down your defender. So that's
yeah.
a
I'm. Oh,
plus
I'm
for
not
me to
saying it
have.
wasn't. Yeah, and I'm not saying it wasn't valuable. I'm just
Uh,
saying, it's almost like when you look at a player, when you think you got a good player coming to your team, and you look at his highlights, well, they're gonna give you everything good about it. They're not gonna show you all of the bad shit that he do. But if you look at his highlights, they're gonna give him all his dunks, his 3-pointers, and all of that, but they don't give you all of the bad. I'm not saying whenever you're working on anything, it's a plus. I'm just saying let's not think that they're gonna be going around people all damn day because they're working on their handles. No, I don't like that
no,
at all.
I don't think that, but I'm gonna stick to what I say. I think Zach LaVine he about to he about to be crossing folks up, man. Like I said, that kid, bro, he's so much of a gym rat that like I said, he improves every season, man. That's not me just being a homer. That's just me just
Yeah,
that the facts are the facts. He improves every damn season, every season.
that's right. Now Zach been on a mission ever since he came to the Bulls, brother.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
he
yeah.
felt a little slighted. You know, he felt a little slighted, and he was kind of impressed with the Bulls having confidence in him with that knee injury. And if you think about it, the Bulls took a chance on him. But did you know in that trade, he wasn't the piece in that trade that the Bulls actually were
It was
looking
Chris
for. They were
Dunn.
looking for
Yeah, Chris
Chris
Dunn.
Dunn. I mean, if you think about it, Chris Dunn was something special that a lot of people wanted. But Zach
Yeah,
ended up
yeah.
flourishing a whole lot. But Chris Dunn started getting hurt too, and he had a couple
I,
couple of good good games with the Bulls though.
I think to me honestly, I just ever since his mom passed, he just hasn't been the same, man. That cut him deep, real deep,
Yeah,
So I hope he can get it together, you know what I'm saying, and heal. Get it together. I hope he can heal and get back in the league because man, when he was out there, I believe he was at was it Purdue? I think it was called, the college he was at. He was hooping. His game reminded me of John Wall. How he was playing with that hard
yeah.
nosed defense with that
He's playing a hard
speed,
nosed defense too.
yeah, speed,
That's
attacking
right.
the basket. Man, I'm like, man, this guy reminded me of just like he played just like John Wall, but we never got to see that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Salute to the chat, man. Basil, CWE, Jessica Sky,
Yeah, you got
all
Sky in the
the
chat telling line.
yeah,
salute,
I
salute.
see him in there. Mac, salute Mac. Shit, I ain't been in here in a while, man. I've been real busy. Plus, Flight, you've been just live streaming the games, haven't
With a little something, yeah, it was just just diversifying some things. We got a season approaching, so we're just trying to tap a couple different things. We're
you?
about to
Yeah,
be
man.
about to turn up. We got a lot of things happening. Like you said, media day, all this shit is happening. What the Lord, less
Yeah,
like two
man.
weeks. Well,
So
what
you
two
think
weeks
all
before
so
preseason?
here's a question to the panel, guys. Is all quiet on the home front? No more moves to be made before the preseason start, guys?
As
Training
far
camp, I mean?
as far as with who?
Any team. That's including the Lakers, the Knicks, everybody.
The Lakers are always gonna be able to set
Hey,
some changes. The Lakers got that one of the most important change to make in the world. That's what they're gonna do with that elephant in the room.
shit, I seen Lakers gonna try to get Mike Conley. I'm trying to figure out how they gonna do that.
And listen, man, the Lakers been making moves all summer. They've been in talks all summer. So who's to say? I was waiting on Flight to tell me that the Knicks had something up their sleeve. Don't look like the Knicks gonna make no more moves on Flight.
I don't
No,
think
Knicks made some moves. Knicks
No,
made some
no, they ain't
moves.
gonna make no more moves.
No, Knicks made another move. It ain't a big move, but they made a move.
What?
They hired some. I mean, well, not, yeah, they signed some player. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna try to get his name. Hold on.
I think I know who you talking about. But they hired him they just did that for training camp. They trying to see if he's gonna
The
make the
training,
team.
training camp move.
Yeah, I think so. Like the Bulls did with Giannis brother. They didn't make no major move. No.
Oh, like I said, it wasn't nothing major. It was, that's what I said. It was small as hell. I see Westbrook. It looked like he's working on his jump shot. So I don't know what they're gonna do. It just means they gonna try the Westbrook experiment, see if it work out, then trade him. But I mean, he was hitting them threes like crazy.
You know, I heard and um Jenny Buss, she said it also. You know, Russ played the most games for the Lakers last year. One thing you can depend on is him being on the floor, good or bad. But he will play. I can say that. Not to say that's a good thing, but he was out there.
the reason why he's out there is because he get paid all that money, Marvin. They got to be out there. They can't
But
sit him.
she is.
I'm just give you some other advice, information too. They ain't gonna sit. If Russell Westbrook do have to be around for the rest of this year, I bet you what that he ain't gonna be sitting on that bench.
Oh hell no, he gonna play.
You
I
know,
mean, I'm just saying. I'm talking about as far as injury. He's durable.
right?
He's usually on the floor. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know, man. You know, there's so many question marks. There's so many teams this year, man. I mean,
yeah.
I really concern myself with the Bulls a lot, but I'm not even that concerned about it. Even if Lonzo is not there, we
No,
made moves to try to cover this up until he get back, and the season don't stop. It don't stop as we all can see. This shit is sneaking right up on us.
Yeah.
So these games are coming. We got to get in there and do what we can get done.
Yeah.
You know,
the Bulls in a very, very good position right now, but I think the Bulls in the best position almost in the NBA. If Lonzo would have been back, that'd have been 100%. But the Bulls, they improved themselves, and they got healthy, and they got better.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people think the small moves that the Bulls made in Drummond and Dalen Terry and Dragic don't mean nothing, but those were key pieces that we were lacking last year, man. I
Yep.
didn't say it 10 to 12 times. We were 27th in defense. We were 26th in offensive rebound. 27th in rebounding and 26th in offensive rebound.
Yep.
We were the 29th defensive club. The bench was 28th. So we tried to address that issue.
Yep.
Listen, when you start rebounding the ball, things change, man. You keep giving up offensive rebounds. You get demoralized.
Right.
Bulls gave up a lot of offensive rebounds last year. Hope we can clean that up.
Yeah, you lose your spirit real fast. You lose your spirit of the game real fast. You don't think it ain't no way to win.
Yeah, you start pointing fingers, man. Why you ain't blocking out this and that?
Right.
You know.
Right. That's
so
yeah, I got you.
So when you start getting guys in there who dedicated to doing one thing, like Caruso dedicated to playing some good defense, and Drummond dedicated to pulling down them boards, hey man, we can get out and run. This shit can be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Io can run the team in a high pace. He can do that. He runs the team in half court pretty well also. But one thing about the Bulls offense is when they're in the half court, their point guard is not their primary ball handler when they're in the half court.
Yeah.
They run a lot of plays through Vooch, DeMar, and Zach in the half court.
Yeah.
In transition is where Lonzo is more effective and where he gets a lot of his shots. And he makes a lot of good decisions also. So hopefully, like I said, we can get this team going, man. Keep everybody healthy. Get Lonzo back. I think we'd be all right.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And another thing too, I would tell you something. It's gonna be a fiasco over there in Brooklyn with them. I would tell you because the first time somebody come up with a hurt toe or something like that, boy, they gonna lose 10 games in a row. I see them lose a whole lot of games in a row because they ain't gonna have it together. That's my whole thing about a team that they coming in with the right same, but on the same page with the same kind of mindset. Brooklyn could be a monster, but they can't do it because they gotta get out of each other's way. They got too much animosity over there.
Yeah, and is Brooklyn missing too much? Are they missing too much in the center position? Is what the question I'm asking. That's a key position for them. I know they don't use it as scoring a lot, but they got out rebounding that. It was right behind us, right in front of us. I'm sorry, on defensive rebounding last year, and they didn't address that very much. So now they know they can score in the same sense like the Bulls. We knew we could score too, but hey, when you miss and you giving up, you can't get the offensive rebound, and then when they miss and they get the offensive rebound, those are extra shots. They count against the team. That shit hurts a lot, you know.
Okay, this is not a hard question for you, Marvin. You remember who their center was last season?
I can't remember his name, but I'm looking right at his face, but I can't remember his name. Oh shit. Hang on. Anybody in the chat got that? I know because he was Claxton.
Oh, that's who it was.
Yeah, okay. Claxton played. And you know they had Drummond for a little while also.
I know they had, I remember they had Drummond, but I couldn't remember who it was. Came down the last. Yeah, that's the name.
And
Claxton.
you know, and the question that I didn't heard that's been posed to me is that Ben is going to be their point guard, guys. Is that true?
What I heard was he was gonna play forward. I heard he was gonna play forward. I knew he wasn't gonna play the point guard because Kyrie gonna play point guard.
That's what I was thinking. But I heard I didn't fight up against him. My guys told me, man, Ben, he coming in to play point guard. I'm like, what? This man 6'11". I don't remember him playing very much point, but I guess he has.
He played point when he was in Philadelphia.
All the time?
Well, to a certain extent, all the time, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, to a certain extent, because he always had the ball in his hands. He always kept the ball in his hands, not just on the play, just on not just half court, but in full court too. He always kept the ball in his hands. And I always stayed out up under the basket. I always stayed out in the back court. He always did that.
Yeah, and I want to address Sky. He said we need to go play 2K if we want to see Lonzo on the floor. Sky, I told you already. I don't care if he's on the floor or not. Me and you got a bet, buddy. and it's gonna be even worse when we beat that ass without him. And then when he come back, we gonna do even worse. But no, I don't play. I don't play games, brother. Now unless it's chess. Now, if you want to play me in a game of chess, we can do that. But I don't play no damn 2K no more. I don't play that shit. But and if he don't come back, Sky, we get him back eventually. I think the later the better, brother.
Listen. He gonna be just fine. He said, "Y'all better go play 2K. Y'all want to see Lonzo on the court.
Yeah,
Stop all this bullshit."
you know Sky go troll, man. Like I told him, I don't play 2K, but I know Io gonna be on the court. I know Goran gonna be on the court. We just need to win the game. Hubble bubble. I mean, who's to say? We still don't know. We ain't got no official news, man, nowhere. Same news actually is going around than it was when he after the end of last season. So we have no idea. We have no way of knowing, man. You know. But Flight, I did want to ask you, what's wrong with Baker, man? What's the hell going on with
No,
your boy
no,
Baker Mayfield, man?
it's not looking good.
Man, Baker can't go nowhere and look good, can he, man? Damn. What's
No,
up
it's
with
not.
man?
It's definitely not looking good for Baker.
I mean, I don't know about Carolina being a good fit for him because that team is kind of in not necessarily a rebuild, but they're young, just like the Bears, man. But I mean, is he taking a lot of sacks? I haven't watched any of the games from Carolina at all of the teams, but I haven't even looked at his stats. Let me bring up the NFL box scores.
That's crazy.
Uncle Vern, you still on the panel? He already
Yeah,
gone.
Uncle Vernon said.
I never was impressed with Baker Mayfield anyway.
He said he was never impressed with Baker. Baker Mayfield was
Well, now in his day, now Uncle Vern, I mean, he was a flashy player, you know. Was he too gung ho though? Shot. I mean, Sky, you think he? I mean, damn. Listen to me. I mean, Flight. You think he was too gung ho all the time? He's just too hyped up. What you think?
No, I think he's good. I think he's going through some bad luck where he's coming up short.
Yeah, with
You
them
got to get a
Panthers,
win.
man. And hell, the Cleveland ain't fending no better. They lost both of their first two games, didn't they?
No, they're 1-1.
Oh, they 1-1. Okay.
They beat them.
Did you guys hear about that fan being arrested for they were investigating another fan that slapped who's that Kyler Murray, I think.
I heard about that. It was
Yeah, I heard
good,
about that.
Chance.
What's good, Flight, man? How y'all doing, man?
Can't call him.
What's up? What's up, Chance?
Hey, man, you already
Yeah,
know how
man.
it goes, man.
Somebody
Oh,
slapped Kyler Murray or something. Then he was giving high fives to the fans in the stand, and somebody reached across and slapped the shit out of him.
yeah, man. Did he deserve it? You think he deserved it?
No,
That's
hell
the question.
no. That dude was just mad. He was a Raider fan. He was
Yeah,
mad
I
because they
know.
came back and won.
Bro, that's how Raider fans are, man. We've been dealing with that in Dago forever.
Well, you know what? I bet he ain't gonna be like that for long because they know who his ass is. They gonna charge his ass.
It don't matter. He got cousins going to do the same thing.
That's a damn shame, man.
I'm telling you, man, this is Raider fans for you, though, man. They don't care. They don't care. I'm sorry. It's been like
And
that
I'm
forever.
reading another thing here said fan arrested for throwing bottles at Brown's owner. Ain't that a bitch? Damn.
Wait, but when did the Browns not do that?
You ain't lying. I mean, but they
I,
threw the bottle
I
at the
think it's just
owner.
big news now. I think it's just big news now because social media and the news is trying to keep up with social media. That's the thing. So they're trying to make it melee like it's bigger than what it is. But the Browns been throwing bottles and whatever else they can throw at the owners, the club, the players, each other.
Yeah, that's been forever. The dog pound.
Shout out to the
Yeah.
dog pound. What's are you from Diego, right, Chance?
Yep.
They rocking with
Yeah.
the Chargers.
Same as A1. Same as A1.
No, he ain't
Right.
with the Chargers. Don't do him like that. The Chargers, you remember he told us about them. Who you with now? The Raiders?
Who? Wait. Did you just wait, man? Did you just you just insulted me like that? That's
Who
how we
you
doing
with,
it
man? Who you with?
It's San Francisco, baby, all day, every day. I'm always
Oh,
going to
you
San
went to
Francisco.
Frisco. Oh, okay. You let the water cool down before you knew these Bear fans was in here. Okay. All right. That ain't
You
nothing
know,
to it, brother.
it's a little cooler. It's a little cooler up there, but it's, Dago's always got the best weather everywhere.
You know
So
what? I wanted to ask you this because I was on a I've been talking to a lot of people from San Francisco, and they think it was a little sabotage going on with Shanahan and Trey Young. I mean, and with Trey. What you think about that?
I don't think it was a sabotage, but it did look like Trey kind of initiate. Bro, the way he tried to slide was iffy from the jump. Like, why would you try to juke 3 players? You have no room to juke them, and then try to slide. We
Okay,
all
but
know you slide
Chance,
from the jump. Yeah.
let me ask you this. How is it so that as soon as Jimmy come in the game, the playbook changed? He wasn't
What
running.
do you mean? But what do you mean? Because Jimmy knows our playbook. Jimmy knows the playbook like the back of his hand.
Okay, because this young kid don't know. I wait. Because the kid
Yeah,
don't know the playbook, don't mean you got to run him that many times. You could have ran
no,
with
no,
your running
no,
back.
no. He ran on his own. He tried to get out of the pocket, right? He
That was
didn't.
a design play call. That was a design run, brother.
It was an option. You don't have to. You didn't have to run it. He could have threw it. He could have threw it to the back that was coming out of the backfield. He could have threw
Yeah,
the
but
ball.
them young players, man,
I
they
can't
trying to
do
make
it.
goals.
I can't. I can't knock what he wants to do and what he don't want to do. You want to try to make something out of yourself as a young player, but you need to be smart about how you're doing this. This is the NFL, which means not for long when you get knocked around like that.
Yeah, he got that ankle broke.
NFL means not for long. NFL, not for long. You will not be in the NFL for long. I mean, look at RG3.
I mean, but that and guess who his coach was?
And
Shanahan.
who was it?
It was
But
Shanahan.
Shanahan's not known for getting quarterbacks hurt.
Well, he's not known to using a mobile quarterback. Every mobile quarterback he's had has been hurt.
He's only had one.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm telling you. He got RG hurt. Well, he didn't get him hurt.
No, I was going to say, don't do that now. Come on,
Well, let me say
fam.
this. All right, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Who's more athletic, Trey Lance or Justin Fields?
Justin Fields.
So why the Bears ain't running him as much?
Trey, what do you mean? The Bears, he don't even have a choice.
No, we not.
No, hear me out.
We're not doing him on no bootlegs that much.
I get what I get what you're saying. You're talking about playing play calls. I totally understand what you're saying. No,
right.
I get it. But what I'm trying to tell you is, even if they're not playing, he doesn't have a choice. As soon as he says hike, he's running because there's nobody blocking.
Wait a minute. Jimmy was just in the game the other night. What you mean? How many sacks they didn't get?
I'm talking about the Bears. You said the Bears, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Bears
so that's
running the ball. I mean, he only threw the ball 11 times. He didn't have number, I think 6 rushes.
I'm saying, but it's not about how far he's rushing down the field. It's how far he's rushing to side or backwards, like Barry Sanders used to have to, as soon as you hike the ball. He has nobody in front of him to say, you know what, I got you. And he can relax and just sit in the pocket and throw the ball. He doesn't have
but
that.
I'm just saying, with that being said, it seemed like the Bears were listen, Trey Lance has been this year until he got hurt. He was one of the leading quarterbacks in play calls for runs and options.
Wait. What are you basing that? What are you basing that on? He only played one game.
On rollouts and him running the ball this year. This small sample size, little small sample size we got.
You said this year. I'm literally trying to get where you mean this year. He had one game.
In the first 2 games. He ran more than any other quarterback in the NFL.
But he had no choice in Chicago. You see how that nasty, man. That was nasty.
Trade,
sir. I hear you. Listen to me.
You say you didn't have no choice. You didn't have no choice in Chicago.
No, in Chicago you have no choice, fam. Look at that. Look how nasty that was. You had to run in that. Like, I'm surprised.
If anything, you supposed to hand the ball to me. It seemed like you should have turned around and handed it to the back.
But he wants to make something of himself. I think he literally wants to show people too much at one time because he has all these critics on him. You know, you got the media, and then you got social media. You know what I mean? Are you gonna be better than the porno king, which is Garoppolo? You know, so I mean, you have to live up to that, even though Garoppolo's not really a big bill to live up to personally, but he got us there.
And that's what I was going to ask you. I wanted to ask a good San Francisco fan, why would you give up that many first-round picks and you have Jimmy on your team? What was that about?
Because we don't trust Jimmy. Nobody can trust Jimmy. That's the problem. You see what he did in the Super Bowl? People wide open, fam. You don't miss those. You don't miss those plays, fam. A
So
prime
you telling
quarterback does not miss those plays, and he misses the ball over the middle all the time to carry Kittles. I don't know how many times, even Debo, he'll miss him over the middle. It's something about Garoppolo and throwing that ball over the middle that he just throws the ball high.
All right. So his game this past Sunday, that was just an anomaly. I mean, it was luck.
No, he has those type of games. What do you mean? He has those type of games all the time. He has those type of games, but then against great defenses, he'll literally not. No, what I'm saying is against great defenses, he'll literally not show up. And it's mind.
All right, let me tell you this. First of all, I must have addressed that wrong. First of all, Frisco could have got Justin Fields and didn't give up no picks.
We didn't want Justin Fields. We wanted Mac Jones. I wanted Mac Jones personally, but yeah, I don't want Justin Fields. I don't think Justin Fields is that good. He doesn't see the field very well. I mean, he literally doesn't even look off the. He doesn't even look off the first wide receiver.
Okay, well, let me say this. Peyton Manning threw 26 interceptions his first year, 20 some odd his second. Guess where he is now? Guess where he is now? Hall of Fame.
But he threw the ball. But he wasn't scared to throw the ball. That's the point, right? Give me 26 interceptions your first year. So at least I know that you're back there trying and you're not scared to throw the ball. And then every time you see a hole open, you just want to jet for it and run. That's what scares me, right? Because either you're going to get hurt early. Everybody's not Michael Vick. Everybody's not Lamar Jackson. Everybody's not Pat.
Well,
so you literally you got to learn how to sit in that pocket. And if you don't want to take
all right, so you telling me you think Trey Lance upside is more than Justin Fields?
I never liked Trey Lance coming out. I didn't think he had a great body of work at all. You can't give me 1 year at North Dakota State.
You wanted that statue, Matt Jones.
I wanted Matt Jones, fam. I know what he can do. I've seen him. I've seen him when his back is against the wall, and I've seen him when people are wide open running down the field looking like it's a church day.
Yeah, I mean he's more sound as a pocket quarterback, but the game's changed.
But you know what he's going to do against great defenses because he's had to play against great defenses as well.
Yeah, so right now you back to Garoppolo and you got Trey Lance hurt. Does this ruin his career?
No, we didn't get Trey Lance hurt. Trey Lance got Trey Lance hurt. All the boy had to do was go down.
I didn't mean I wasn't pointing the finger at nobody. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I know.
Hurt. Now, what does this mean? You got to play Jimmy now, and what does this mean for him? Will he get his quarterback position back?
He's already signed. He has no choice. What do you mean? Who else are we gonna have?
When he comes back, will he get the quarterback position?
He's not coming back this year. That's what he's not going to do. The boy's not coming back this year for one. All right. If they even think about trying to bring him back this year, even if it's an ankle bruise, that's still what 4 months.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing, fam?
All right, let me ask you this. Who's your backup to Jimmy?
We could just look, man. We can go get Marty Fisk. I don't care. We can go get Marty Fisk off, from dig him up from the graveyard. I don't care who we get back there. Jimmy's not going nowhere unless Jimmy get hurt. But other than that, but you see, Jimmy's not the kind of quarterback that gets hurt like that, and that's why I like Jimmy. He's durable, right? He might mess up, but the man's durable. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing about him that I hate is he can't get the ball over the middle, man. It's something about that ball over the middle, man, that just, I don't know.
Okay, let me say this. Now, I did hear you say Jimmy messed up in the Super Bowl. Are you being a little bit too tough on a quarterback that took you to the Super Bowl?
Hell no. You don't have no – man, stop it, fam. You seen him running wide open down the field. He beat that cornerback by 5 yards. He was wide open. You don't miss that.
Wait, Chance. Where did y'all get knocked out last year?
What do you mean? We got an NFC Championship.
So you telling me he went to the Super Bowl, then the NFC Championship game, and you ready to get rid of him? No. See, I see what you're saying, right? But he's not the one that's getting us there. It's literally our whole offense and our whole defense. It's a whole team effort that's getting us there. Jimmy's like a John Harbaugh, right? He looks good with everything around him. I disagree. I believe people look for trouble, and you're gonna find it if you're looking for it. Now, as soon as you get rid of Jimmy G, and you don't never get back to the NFC Championship game or the
Bro,
Super Bowl,
I'm gonna be mad.
you're gonna wish you
I'm
had
gonna
it.
be, bro. If you can't find nobody better than Jimmy G, we have Houston. We have a problem.
I'm finna bring his numbers up because I think his numbers are being blown out of proportion. Listen, the quarterback gets me. That's like the Bears had Rex Grossman forever. He got us to the fucking Super Bowl. We kept it. Hubble bubble. I know it was the team
Yeah,
that
but
did it.
wait. But did Rex get y'all to the Super Bowl? Did Rex win those games in the playoffs? Let's be honest. Be honest, please.
Yeah, he won that first game in the playoffs for us.
Okay,
Yes, he
then
did.
the first one. But you guys literally would have went there. No chance in the world you guys would have went there without that defense and that offensive line and that running game.
Where's the team? It's a team effort every night. Ain't no
and that's what I just said. And that's what I said about San Francisco. I'm literally not downplaying Garoppolo. I know his skill set. I've seen him. I've watched him for years now do the same thing over and over and over and make the same mistake. It's like walking into a brick wall. He just doesn't want to do better with going over the middle. And it might just be his game. It might just be him. Period. That just might be some people. John Elway sometimes couldn't take the team off the ball.
It's just hard as hell for me to believe that anybody would. I mean, as much because I done heard plenty Frisco fans talking about how much they just was through with him and this and that. I just don't understand it. I mean, he went to the NFC Championship game.
But you're not talking to fans, though. You're not talking to fans, though. You're talking to stands, people that are there for the moment. Like they literally wouldn't follow Garoppolo all the way to like Philadelphia if he went there. No,
I mean, listen to this. Listen to this. Now, all you needed was this. This was last year. 3 road games. You win 23-17 in the first game in the wild card. You go to Green Bay.
Wait. Who did we play in the wild card? Who did we play in the wild card?
You played Dallas.
Exactly. Go ahead.
In Dallas. Then you went to Green Bay. Hold on. You will go to Green Bay and beat them 13-10. You go to the Rams and you lose 20-17. 20-17. And
no, we should have lost that game. You know we should have lost that game. That game was just a cold ripoff, fam. Like we know the narrative of that. It's LA Rams, brand new stadium. Come on, fam. That was a gimme.
All right, so why is it that you want to get rid of Jimmy then? Since you knew it was the Rams? Okay,
what was the scores?
Okay, I'm finna give them to you. Hang on one second.
23-17.
You won 23-17. Then you won 13-10. Then you lost 20-17.
Okay, now both games that you're talking about, the first 2 games, we were getting beat up, fam. The Cowboys game we were losing. The game we were losing. The Packers game, it looked like we was about to lose. We got lucky on that one. Remember that. Okay,
3 road games,
bro. It's okay. No, I give you that. No, it's gonna be hard to do it anyway. But the Packers weren't the same Packers team last year. They literally weren't. They come on. Let's be honest here. They weren't that good. Okay, Dallas is never gonna be that good, and we literally almost lost to them. That almost pissed me off. Now, LA. I wasn't too mad about because I knew the narrative of what the NFL was trying to do already with the stadium and grandioso. So let's let them win the championship. And who better to win it against than a quarterback instead of going against a veteran quarterback? Come on now. It went so good together. So I knew that part.
Let me say this, Chance. The Dallas game. He went 16 out of 25 for 172 yards. He did throw an interception. He did throw an interception, but that is efficient for NFL.
Did you lose a fumble? Did you lose a fumble? Or was it just an interception?
Hang on, let me make sure. Hang on.
I think
No, he did not fumble in that Dallas game.
Okay, cool.
Now let me go to the box score, the recap on it, because I want to see how the scores played out. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because you're trying
to find a real narrative of why we would get rid of Jimmy G and why we don't like him. I get what you're doing. I get exactly what you're saying. You're trying to find where's the wrong point in Jimmy G. I get it. You can't literally point to one thing and say it's this particular. Well, I can. It's him throwing the ball over the middle for me. Period. I'm tired of this shit.
Undefeated unified junior lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson will be taking on Robson Canseco this Friday. You know, you already know it's a top rank event. ESPN Plus is going down. It's Flight Sports TV. Salute to everybody. We live from the Prudential Center. You already know what it is. Newark, New Jersey is going down. Shakur Stevenson, the hometown kid, is coming home. You know, 18-0, ladies and gentlemen. The undefeated Shakur King Core Stevenson. You already know. 9 knockouts, ladies and gentlemen, no losses. This man is a problem. The southpaw, this dude is a phenom. You know, when you discussing, you know, the future of boxing, when you discussing, you know, certain people, you know, Floyd Kid Austin Schofield, Shakur Stevenson, you hearing Keyshawn Davis, you hear a lot of these names. You know, the list goes on. You know, Shakur Stevenson's name always comes to the forefront, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the southpaw with a height of 5'7", you know, is just crazy, you know, in terms of the talent of it. This kid is only 25 years old, ladies and gentlemen. You know, he's just getting started. You know, when you discuss who's the next Floyd, who's the next, you discussing a guy like Shakur Stevenson. This guy, Robson Canseco, I want to get to my man Robson Canseco, the Brazilian guy, my man Nino. You already know what it is. This guy is very confident, man. This dude only lost one time, the Brazilian. You know, he stated that he's going for the upset. This dude feel like he could beat Shakur Stevenson. I think this guy's going to be for an uphill battle climb if he's got any droplet of hope that he could beat Shakur Stevenson. I'm just telling you, you can't hit what you can't touch. And Shakur Stevenson will, you know, be posed to be a complete problem for Robson Canseco. Everything that this guy's trying to do, you discuss the power, you know, his relentlessness, all of the good, and that's great for Robson. We're not trying to crucify Robson. I think those are tremendous talents to have. But when you discussing this Shakur Stevenson, this is a whole nother fuck.
Right.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I
Okay.
keep getting these damn calls in, man.
Okay, that's what happened. I literally I wanted to start talking, but then I didn't want to start talking to myself looking stupid. So I was like, I'm gonna shut up for a minute and see who says something first.
Yeah, but I keep getting calls in, and when they come in, they just kick me straight off the damn panel, man.
Yeah. Hey,
But
so
yeah, man.
so wait,
Go ahead.
hold on. But about the Stevenson thing though, Stevenson now, that's my dog, man. I love Stevenson. I think he needs to start getting up there, and he can start getting up there with, you know, with Bud. I mean, with Bud and Spence, right? So, but Stevenson is liable to be hit, and with a great fighter, he can take he'll take a lot of punches if he keeps his face out there like he did the last fight. He should not do that again. Last fight, he took too many punches that he didn't even need to take, and it's because he puts his face out there. He's a peekaboo fighter kind of guy, so he needs to be careful. Luckily, it's this Brazilian fighter, and he's not a knockout artist, so he's good there. But moving forward, he needs to be careful against like a Boots Ennis or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know much about him. I hadn't really watched him. I try to stay
You got to watch my boy Boots.
Yeah, I hadn't seen much of him.
Yeah. Whenever you can, you know, check out a highlight on YouTube. Just check out my boy Boots Ennis, man. He's a beast. But Stevenson, man, that boy, he could be the next thing. He could be the next big thing. He has the name, he has the look, he has everything he needs. He already has the popularity.
Can he box?
No, the boy's bad. The boy can box. He look, he's an all-around boxer. Body, head. He moves his feet, great footwork. But the thing is, he's a peekaboo fighter. He peekaboo. You remember peekaboo fighters? Peekaboo through the boxing gloves, right? So you literally have so many chances to hit him if you know what you're doing as a fighter. But he hasn't really fought anybody that was up to his level yet to expose him. So when he gets
So
in,
he take a lot of punishment.
Not punishment, but he'll take unnecessary shots. I'll say that. Doesn't take a lot of punishment, not at all. No, but like the last fight he had, the boxer was a little bit better. Still wasn't up to his stature, but he took punches that he literally didn't have to take that fight.
Did he knock him out?
No, it went the distance.
Wow. Okay.
But the fighter he was fighting wasn't no punk fighter. Like, it wasn't no pushover fighter. Like, wait, who was it? Matter of fact, damn. Yeah, but anyway, who it was, the chat probably knows. But who it was no pushover fighter. So
yeah. So I was looking at your schedule. You got a Sunday night game coming up against Denver. What you gonna do with that?
Oh man, we're gonna bounce Denver the hell up out of there. Denver ain't ready for us. Russell Wilson got lucky as hell. Come on, let's be honest. He was doing terrible.
They won their last game. They did win it. They beat
Bro. No. These teams are not winning. The team of all teams that is winning is called Las Vegas, Nevada. That's who's winning, fam. They are winning every bet. They have won every bet so far.
What?
Every spread. They're winning every spread. They're calling the games, fam. They're literally calling the games. I promise you.
You talking about the Raiders?
No. I'm talking about Las Vegas, Nevada, the gambling. That's why they put the Raiders out there. That's why they put the Raiders out there.
Right about that, brother.
Now they're gonna have an NBA team there next. Watch, and then they're gonna move a baseball team over here.
You might be right, bro.
They can't stop the game. They can't stop the gambling no more. They can't stop it. Like, they can't.
Yeah, you might be right, brother. You know that.
And once they see that they can't even stop their own referees from doing it, NFL or NBA, I'm just like, come on, fam.
Yeah, this gambling stuff is getting in the way of real performances.
Yes. So is the fantasy stuff. I hate fantasy football. I don't like it. I can't literally watch a game without them saying, no, I need him to win, but I need him to lose. But I need him to score, but I need the team to lose.
Yeah, I need him to get this many yards. Man, what the hell is y'all talking about?
Wait, what are you talking about, bro? I'm trying to watch the game. You talking about T.Y. Hilton, but you need Indianapolis to lose, but I want Indy to win. Like, hold on, what are we watching here? Are you a fan of them over this team, or is it not a team game no more, or is it's all individual?
No, man, people don't care. They all about their money, bro.
They don't care, fam. It ain't even about the money, because a lot of the fantasy leagues, they're not getting a great deal amount of money for it. So, or paying a great deal amount of money. It's for being a fan. It's for the fandom.
So what you believe? You believe the NFL is in with Vegas, and you think the referees are in on it too?
It's what is it called? It's called sports what?
Betting.
No. It's called what is it called? The whole. It's called sports what?
My bad, y'all.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good. No, y'all, my fault. I was talking and y'all heard me for a second. My bad.
No,
hey, you jump in anytime you ready, Flight. You already know, man. You show shit. You jump in anytime you ready.
No, I was talking about. I felt like I was talking, and then I got overheard. I was doing some shit in the back.
You wasn't being heard at all. So yeah, you was being overheard. We didn't hear a peep. So you was muted. Yeah.
Oh, good, perfect.
Oh, you was making one of your videos when you was talking about that boxing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was.
Okay. Yeah. We couldn't hear.
I got kind of going on. Yeah, good.
All right. But what you got something on this, or?
Well, yeah. What we talking? What did you?
We was basically talking about how basically the NFL this year is the narrators for how the league is going to play out, because now betting is basically legal tender all through every sports.
And you said what team is that again?
No, not the team. Las Vegas, Nevada. Period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they definitely got their hand in it. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
they got their hand in everything, not just that shit.
Even I was watching a Cowboy game though. I noticed on the Cowboy game that they wasn't gonna let the Bengals win that. I don't care. I saw it. I was like, look at this, man. They're calling penalties and
all kind of little cheap stuff
No, no, no.
to make
But look at the
sure
point
they
spread now.
stop
But
the
look at the point
Bengals.
spread
And
that they won
Cowboys
by.
is my team.
No, but look at the
Yeah.
point spread that they won by, and then look at the point spread that Vegas had.
I
They
didn't
haven't
even
lost.
see the. I
Yeah.
don't know what point spread. I haven't been checking anything
See,
yet.
that's what you need to check for. You're going to check for individuality through the games. I totally understand that. But literally, it comes down to what did we make the ending score be, or the halftime score be, or what the heavy bet is in third quarter. You know what I mean? Things like that. They get the call to Vegas. Vegas like, hey, we got a heavy bet in the third quarter that the kicker's going to miss a field goal. Okay, cool, no problem. Hey, kicker, why are you guys having so many problems this year? Kicking this damn ball.
Yeah, this
Chip
betting
shots.
shit didn't mess up every damn thing, man. It ain't
Chip
even
shots. I
game.
mean, they're missing chip shots, fam. No.
Yeah.
No. That's Vegas. And Vegas just so happens to win every bet now. They're winning every bet this year. Wow. The house is not playing.
Yeah,
like
I mean, it ain't even a real game no more. Somebody gonna come out and and protest it. I mean, it's just they taking it away from the players, man. They
players
taking
do
it
all the
away.
time. Players do all the time on YouTube. It's just YouTube doesn't give that platform a big push for that particular interview. Hugh Grant said it. Eric Dawkins said it for the Philadelphia Eagles. When Jalen Ramsey came out and said that, they suspended me basically off of posting for the NFL because I said, at halftime the referees came in there and told us don't guard Tom Brady no more. They got to win the game.
Yeah, this shit is out of hand, man.
He put it on Twitter and they suspended him.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's out of hand. It's all about money, man.
Yeah. Look, man, I knew it was a fix-in, bro. When after the second Super Bowl that New England won with a different team. Like, wait, none of these players. How do you got different players, man? Like, how did you revamp your whole team and go back? Who does that?
Yeah, it ain't like it would. It ain't nothing like it used to be. That's for damn sure.
But no other team is doing that, though. No other team can revamp their whole team and say, you know what, we're gonna go every year.
Now I don't know how much they had to play in this week that just passed. As many damn teams came back and won, because there was some hellified games this weekend.
No, that they're meant to be though. Like you can literally see the comeback coming in each one of these games after halftime. They're building it up. It's like they're building up the plot. They're building it all up.
So what you guys telling me? They got it out against Cincinnati now?
What do you mean out? Cincinnati doesn't have a target with them.
0-2. They ain't letting them do shit.
No, but what I'm saying is Cincinnati ain't never been a part of the puzzle to where Cincinnati is going to be the thing. You know what I'm saying? If Cincinnati applies themselves and they become a great team, and they get a good push because the media and social media basically, which are the fans, are really pushing for Cincinnati. They love Cincinnati. They love Burrow. Then they'll give them that push, just like they did for Matthew Stafford. And people don't even love Stafford like that, and they still love that he got a ring. It's so good that he got a ring after all these years.
That was because of Vegas.
We know that, but that's what I'm saying. No, we know that. We know the whole thing of why they got their ring, but it was the whole narrative behind it too of how they were. And it's so good for Matthew Stafford. He finally got one after all these years being in Detroit. Oh my God! Just now he has a Super Bowl ring, and he's gonna go in, and now he can go into a Hall of Fame. Wait, Hall of Fame for what? Hall of Fame for what?
When is
Matthew Stafford for what? All you gotta do is bro. You white. You win a Super Bowl. You go to Hall of Fame.
Yeah, right. Man, I got another call coming in, Chance. I'll be right back.
Hey man, do your thing, fam. You know I'm gonna be here waiting on you.
I hope this boy don't take all fucking day.
But yeah, but as far as San Francisco, I mean Trey Lance. Me personally, I didn't believe in Trey Lance. I didn't believe in the pick from the jump. I didn't like the pick. I don't believe in a player that went to North Dakota State, played 1 year basically, not even a whole good year because things that were happening that year too. And he's playing against basically like a veterinarian and a school teacher. Like none of these players are going to the NFL that are on the defenses that he's playing with. People are running down the field wide open. Oh, go ahead. Do you think? What you think?
I was just shouting out hoop jargon. That's all. Just recognizing
Okay.
powers that be.
What
Oh,
up?
for
What
sure.
up? What up?
What up with it, man?
Question.
Yes, sir.
I just kind of rolled in on the Matt Stafford winning because of the powers that be. I
Yes,
need
sir.
some more clarification on that. Like, what was the reason Matt Stafford won?
No. I mean, he literally didn't even have a good game.
You
Like
said who that?
people were running wide open. Like, bro, that was ridiculous how that game even played out. The Super Bowl alone. But if you go back to the San Francisco game, we know that San Francisco dominated, had that game sealed, signed, sealed, and delivered. All right. San Francisco was not a team where defense is going to collapse at the end of the game. We never have been.
Fair enough.
So,
But what was the reason why Matt Stafford got a Super Bowl after being?
well, all that stress and drama he had to go through in Detroit, and now he gets to come to LA and be the star quarterback of the LA Rams, the new, not even expanding back to your old roots with this brand new stadium for you guys. That's literally that's
What's
the
Matt
narrative right
Stafford's
there.
roots in LA?
No, I didn't say he had roots. I'm talking about the roots of LA period with the Rams.
But
It
San
could
Francisco
have been
got a
Joe
brand new
Schmo.
stadium and they
Bro,
didn't
it could
win
have
no
been Joe
Super Bowl.
Schmo. No, listen to what I'm saying. It could have been Joe Schmo quarterback from Utah State, and we don't even really like him. But because he played for the Rams at this particular time, he's going to get that ring because that's the narrative that we need to push for the stadium to go. We need these fans to come. We
But
need the
San
Ram fans to
Francisco
But
come.
got
why
a new
not let Jared
stadium.
Goff win it though? That don't make sense.
No.
Raiders
You guys are
got a new
looking.
stadium.
You guys are looking at it different. You have to look at it the way I'm just literally trying to paint you the picture right here. You have a brand new stadium that's billions of dollars that has to be paid for, right? It has to be paid for by the fans that are coming to push this team that nobody really knows about no more because they've been gone from LA for so long, right? So you literally have to build up brand new fans because all the old fans are probably gone away, dead, moved away, things of that nature, right? So you have to bring a new and improvedness back from these Rams to give them this. If you don't win, you don't sell no numbers in that stadium, you lose money.
Hey,
and you
bro,
got
where
the
you
Chargers
live?
there too? Huh?
Question.
San Diego.
Where do you
San
live?
Diego? San Diego.
Okay.
And the Chargers
So
are
LA,
losing money for them.
I live in LA, bro.
Okay.
Before the Rams won a championship, bro, it was huge buzz for the Rams, bro. Huge buzz for the Rams.
Yeah.
Dog.
But
People
you know
out
LA.
here-
But you know LA. It'd be a huge buzz. 2 games in, niggas ain't going to the game.
No, people do, bro. Like
No,
They
I'm saying
they
you start
wanted
losing. If you go
football.
up there and start
That's not
losing in
true.
LA.
Right now, that's not true because
that's not true, bro.
they got 2 teams up there. That's how much
Yes.
football they want.
No.
People don't
Wait,
fuck with the
hold on.
Chargers. They fuck with the
No,
Rams, dog. Like,
No,
where
they
are
don't
you
fuck with the
getting
Chargers.
from?
Hold on. First of all, they don't fuck with the Chargers because then that
I
would be
know.
blasphemy. Like you would literally be turning your back on like a gang up there, basically, when it comes to Raiders and Chargers, right?
Agreed.
But what I'm saying about the whole buzz, right? We know there's a buzz for the Rams. There was a buzz in Dago to even cheer for the Rams again in LA, fam. We love the Rams. I loved Eric Dickerson. I love the Rams. So everybody had a buzz about them. But what I'm saying is after a while, a buzz can calm down. This is a new millennium. You can literally be hot on the internet for 30 seconds and be gone next. It could be the same way about the Rams. If you stop winning, people will stop going.
I know, but
And
Chance, the Rams
these
left.
teams-
The Rams left as losers, right? Because they never won anything. They
Yeah.
went to
No, wait. They never
St.
won
Louis
anything.
and
They
won
was
a
in St.
Super
Louis. Wait,
Bowl.
they won in St. Louis. They won in St. Louis.
Right. They went to St. Louis once. Do you know how jealous people was for them to
No,
go
they
to St. Louis and win a Super Bowl?
Bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. When it comes to Rams and Raiders, it's different. It's like it's a love marriage with the Rams because they just love the Rams because of the Rams, right? Now, if the Raiders would have did that it would have probably been some bloodshed going on. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
Raiders did do it.
huh?
They did
They
do
went to
it.
Vegas. They went to Vegas, man.
No, but they went from Oakland to LA, back to Oakland to Vegas.
But yeah. I see that. I see
Bro,
what
you
you're
gotta
saying with
make
that too.
these dots connect, fam.
I no, I see what you're saying. No, with the Oakland, the Oakland LA thing, I never really got because the Bay and LA don't really, you know what I mean? They don't rock like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But they won a Super Bowl in LA. And the Bay went crazy.
Go ahead.
They went crazy and said, we want our team back. They couldn't stand to see them win the Super Bowl in LA.
Yeah, LA fans weren't going to drive up to Oakland to watch the games either, though. But see, that's the thing with California, right? The Raiders were such a high thing in California that they literally trekked from Tijuana,
Yeah,
all the way up to the borderline of San Francisco.
that's right.
Agreed.
Yep.
I mean, just like the Cowboys. The Cowboys permeate over here in LA. I'm from Texas, and I know the Cowboys have strong fan bases in DC.
Yeah.
Fan bases in Texas, back home.
It's American team. They got fan base everywhere. South Dakota.
Well, no. Well, no. It's just a lot of Texans migrate a lot of other places too.
It ain't even that.
No, I ain't no Texan. I ain't migrated nowhere.
You just a Dallas fan because you a Dallas fan?
Yes, since '77.
But you from Michigan. Wait, hold on.
You say I'm from where?
Where you from?
I'm from LA County. What do you mean where I'm from?
You from LA? Wait, hold on. You from LA? And you cheering for the Dallas Cowboys?
Bro,
dude, don't even start that.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Dude, don't even start that. You better go back and check your history of all the Emmitt Smith jersey, Michael Irvin jersey, Troy Aikman jersey that was walking around in these LA streets.
What you
No. Hold on. But these ain't real LA niggas that are from LA wearing those jerseys.
Yeah, they are. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to mention it, but you know what I'm talking about.
What? Oh, well, they wear them from the they wear them from the colors then. Now the colors, we go that.
Bro.
Yeah, they're wearing them deep.
It's a huge fan base for the Cowboys out here in LA, bro. Like, what you talking about?
No, but I'm talking about. But I'm not talking about just mainstream. Mainstream is crazy. I'm talking about hood shit.
Yeah, just regular people.
Man,
mainstream, the Cowboys fans are crazy.
You're not going to tell me the Cowboys is bigger than LA.
Why do you think Stephen A. Smith rides the Cowboys like that? Because he know they got a swell of fans.
I don't care. You're not going to tell me that the Cowboys got bigger fan base in LA than the LA Raiders. No, you're not going to do that.
It's closer. It's close.
Bro, don't you do that, fam.
Yes, they do.
Dude, are you kidding me?
All right.
I'm in sales, bro. I see more. Bro, I see more fucking Cowboy stuff than I see Raiders stuff.
Yeah, but we're California, fam. We're a tourist state. People come from far and wide.
What point are you trying to make?
The point is, if you're not bred here, if you're not home bred, I literally know too many people that do not.
You calling me an anomaly?
You said what? What you say?
You calling me an anomaly?
Sort of.
A rare case?
Yeah, sort of.
I grew up with Cowboys fans, and I grew up with Pittsburgh fans.
Yeah.
You got all Pittsburgh fans in California.
Down south East Coast. So your whole family, I think your whole family was down south East Coast, huh?
Of evaluation.
No. I mean, everybody's from the West Coast is from down south. I mean, come on now. Let's not get indignant.
Yeah,
we're talking about second generation. My parents from the South, but second generation. I got Rams fans, I got Cowboy fans, I got Raiders fans, and I got Steelers fans in my family. I mean, like die hard, like know the history and everything. And that's all we do is argue sometimes.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, are they from those areas? Or are they just?
They're my brothers and sisters, fool.
Okay. I don't know too many households like that in LA.
Cousins and nephews. I got a nephew that's a Frisco fan.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've never been to a Raider house, fam, where you see Packers gear in a Raider household. Like you won't see San Francisco gear in a Raider household.
We don't do it like that. We don't put up all stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that.
But I'm literally telling you what Raider households are. They are literally like they bleed that shit.
Yeah,
I know, but you got Cowboy fans the same way, dude. I forgot that dude that's a big influence on YouTube. He's a Cowboys fan, and he always have these little skits.
Scooter Magruder.
I don't know his name actually, but he's famous though.
Scooter Magruder is what you're talking about. Yeah.
He's famous. And he always arguing with fans, right? But the thing of it is, you got Cowboy fans just as diehard as Raiders fans.
We know that. That's not what I'm arguing about, fam. That's not even what I'm mentioning, bro. I'm just literally that he said that he's literally telling me that there's more Cowboy fans in LA than there are Raider fans in LA.
I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. But what I'm saying is that the Cowboy fans in the LA market is holding their own. It's not like it's scarce.
Bro, the Cowboy market around the world is holding its own. Yes. I know this.
No, we talking about LA though. We ain't talking about around the world.
But what I'm saying is, you're not going to sit here and tell me that in LA the Cowboys are more popular than the Raiders, and that they sell more gear. Hold on. and that they sell more Cowboy gear in LA than they do LA gear.
But
That's
Chance,
exactly
I think you
Hold on,
taking it
Dex. I got you, Dex.
overboard. You're going overboard.
No,
Dex, I got you, Dex.
he said that. No, he said that the Cowboys are more popular in LA.
Hold on. I got you. So
all right.
let's make it a push. Okay, it's here or there. Let's keep it there. Fact of the matter is, they have a strong presence here in Southern California.
Yes,
don't deny that.
Strong presence everywhere, bro.
I just said that.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
okay. What we
talking about,
bro? We're talking about what you said, fam.
So
you said that.
Okay, let's bring it back to the root.
I thought you was making it like I'm an anomaly. Like I'm like the only Cowboy fan in LA.
Bro, no. I'm not saying you're only Cowboys fan. What I'm saying is he literally was trying to get through to me that the Cowboy fan base in LA is bigger than the fan base of the actual home team, which is the Raiders.
No,
they're not the home team though.
Yeah,
I didn't say you said no. I didn't say you said that. I was trying to tell him that.
No. I'm telling you what I see every day because I'm out. I travel a lot. I see decals on people's cars. I talk to people. I'm a salesman. So
no, I totally understand that, sir. I run my own security company, so I literally have to go from the Bay down to Vegas.
I'm gonna make it a push.
Well, you wear your San Francisco hat, and you will see how many Cowboy fans you encounter.
Bro, I see them all the time. Bro, do you not know when I'm wearing my San Francisco hat? It feels like Cowboy fans are bees that attract to honey.
Yeah, exactly.
They just come out of woodworks.
You know why, right?
No, they come out of woodworks. I don't know what it is. It's a hat.
But no, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It was the catch. 1981 or 1980, the catch.
Oh, yeah. Clark in the back.
That's why Cowboy fans fickle around Frisco fans because you guys stopped basically a hegemony that we was on our way to with Danny White after he took over from Freddie Solomon. Huh?
So, bro, I went to a 49ers versus Texans preseason game in 2016. Texans versus the 49ers. I come in with a cowboy hat. My homeboy, I'm from Houston. He come in Texans down because they're playing the Texans.
Right.
I'm in casual garb with a Cowboys hat on. That dude ain't get no attention. I'm walking through to the stadium to leave our stadium. Everybody's saying something to me. Nobody.
If they didn't, I would have literally got on social media right now, and I would have went through the pictures of that day that you're talking about, and I would have blasted every single fan out there that let you walk around with that hat on and didn't say shit to you.
Fair enough. I'm just telling you. So that same energy you say,
I was a high school Cowboy fan.
It's the other way too, bro.
You deserve what you got, fam. That is literally our counterpart.
Fair enough.
You know this.
Fair enough. But I will tell you, we as Cowboy fans in Texas, we don't view y'all that same way. We just don't.
Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do, sir. I lived in Texas. I lived in Cleveland. Bro. Just like you say you lived in LA, I lived in Texas, fam. I lived in Texas. From Killeen, from Fort Hood, Killeen.
Oh, Killeen?
You in Central Texas, bro.
I lived in Texas.
No sports out there, bro.
No, I just said. You didn't even let me finish. You didn't even let me finish, fam. I said from Fort Hood, Killeen, all the way to Houston, fam. Austin, Dallas. I've lived in every one of them shipping work. Okay, I know exactly what I'm talking about, fam. I've San Francisco down all day, every day because it's in me because of the game that I got back there.
But Chance, the only thing I'm saying is that we have history with the 49ers, especially in the early 80s.
I know this.
And then we have history again in the 90s.
We know, no. Me and you are talking the same language. He's telling us is that when you go to Dallas or you go to Texas, they literally don't even care about the 49ers at all. They don't give about the 49ers, nothing, right? But when they come to Dallas, when Dallas fans come to the stadium in San Francisco, we're just like, oh my God, bro.
Hold on. We're talking about Dallas fans in Texas. Nobody talks about the 49ers like that, bro. It's the Eagles, fam.
Maybe not anymore.
Maybe not anymore.
Hold on. We don't even play the bro. We don't even play the
rivalries. They have some hard rivalries, man.
Bro, you guys don't even play the 49ers.
Huh?
You guys don't even play us.
Exactly. So we don't give a shit about y'all, bro.
No, but they play them. No, hold on. No, that's not true. They play them. They always play them in games that count. Just like last season.
In the
You know what I'm
playoffs,
saying?
we have to wait till the playoffs to
It's
find
always
these
in the
people.
playoffs. We had
It's
hard
more- it's
games
more
with
the
Joe
thing is,
Montana.
bro,
We had
San
hard
Francisco
games with
here.
Steve Young, and
Yeah,
then we just lost the game to Jimmy Garoppolo last year.
But the little problem is though, is we go further in the playoffs than the Cowboys do. So the Cowboys never beat us.
Sometimes, no, sometimes, not in the 90s.
No, Dex, he's correct because they went to the Super Bowl
since your last Super Bowl ring, since your last Super
they
Bowl
win
ring,
again with Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, in the 90s we was kicking their ass. They only beat us one time, and that was with Deion Sanders.
This is what I'm saying. Since your last Super Bowl ring, which was in the 90s, right?
Yep, 96.
Y'all too. Which is actually a year behind us, actually.
Yeah, but we got robbed in ours for our Super Bowl.
Y'all been there though. I give you that.
We got there and we got robbed. Okay, so
but y'all remember that though, right? Y'all remember that Steve Young, Jerry Rice era, and Deion Sanders. That was the only time. That was the only time in the 90s that the San Francisco beat the Cowboys because we took Charles Haley from them.
Whoa! Wait! You're about to speak an improper fraction.
Go ahead.
Now, okay.
No, you guys didn't beat us only that one time. That was it.
No. It wasn't that only one time. Joe Montana beat you. Steve Young beat you.
No, we're not talking about that. We said the 90s. Joe Montana wasn't in San Francisco in the 90s.
He was in San Francisco in the 90s.
Listen to what I'm telling you. The 90s. I ain't talking about the 80s.
Bro,
he was with Kansas City. Joe Montana was with Kansas City in the 90s.
In 92. Wait. Joe Montana got to Kansas City in what? 90 what? 3?
Yeah. No. You're correct. But I'm saying, bro.
So he did play with him in the 90s.
We're not rivals to y'all like that, bro.
We're not in the playoffs, man. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about playoffs. I ain't talking about no regular season game.
I know. I know this. He's saying something different from you, though.
You guys can beat Brett Favre. Remember, you guys can beat Brett Favre.
Bro, listen to what he's saying.
We were the only guys that was beating Brett Favre in the 90s.
You're saying, fam.
Brett Favre was kicking San Francisco in the ass.
No, he was not. Brett Favre was losing. What are you talking about?
He's check your history.
You better check your history. Brett Favre was losing.
Y'all beat us. Y'all didn't beat Brett Favre. Y'all beat us.
We didn't have to play. Bro, we didn't have to play Brett Favre sometimes because he didn't
beat Brett Favre for you. That's how y'all got confident because you didn't have to see him.
So you're bragging about beating somebody that we could have beat, but because you beat him.
You guys can beat Brett Favre. Go look at it. Go check the history. Don't argue with me. Brett Favre was kicking y'all in the ass.
Thank you. We beat y'all.
Remember they had doubt. They had doubt on Steve Young. They had doubt on Steve Young because he couldn't get past some Packers. We was kicking the Packers in their tails.
Bro, we beat y'all ass with bogus ass Steve Young, fam.
How's he bogus? Steve Young's a Hall of Famer.
Bro, if you guys sit here right now.
What are you talking about bogus?
Chance, you wildin', Chance. Steve Young's a Hall of Famer. What do you mean?
He's like y'all third best quarterback y'all ever had.
Bro, we are not
going to say Garcia.
No, Steve Young was Phil Jackson. Hold on. Steve Young was Phil Jackson. Steve Young walked into a great thing, okay?
It doesn't matter.
Who's not named Joe Montana better than him, bro?
Stop. It does matter.
He didn't crumble.
Who's better than him not named Joe Montana, family?
Steve Young didn't have to go win the games.
Who's not better than him not named Joe Montana in y'all franchise history, family?
I'm not talking about a franchise, bro. I'm just talking about the man, period.
You're trying to marginalize this dude like he's not one of the best quarterbacks y'all ever had.
Stats as a San Francisco 49er. Go look at Steve DeBerg.
Did you just
what you talking about? That's like me as a Cowboy fan saying that Tony Romo
ain't me, fam.
You call Steve Young bogus, and Steve Young is far from bogus.
You stepping on your own hands, fam.
No, I'm not stepping on nothing, bro. I watched Steve Young.
Steve Young is the second to third best quarterback y'all ever had ever.
How many highlights you've seen on ESPN or on these videos, right?
Who's better than him not named Joe Montana?
I used to study the game tape, right? I know the mistakes. I know the mistakes he used to make, right?
Who's better than him?
You walked into a great team.
Steve Young won y'all a Super Bowl, right?
Who's better than him?
Not only did he win y'all a Super Bowl,
he didn't win the Super Bowl. He didn't win the Super Bowl.
Hold on, Dex. Who's better than him that y'all had not named Joe Montana?
Nobody.
Exactly. So what you talking about?
Wait. Actually, Colin Kaepernick's numbers were better than his.
Get the fuck out of here. Colin Kaepernick went no better than goddamn Steve Young.
They were. Look it up. They were.
Man, I'm out. I'm out.
I mean,
yeah, Chance, you wild right now, Chance.
I can't do
You
it.
just
Wait,
said
no, hold
Steve
on,
Young
hold
didn't
on,
win a Super Bowl.
no, because
Salute,
now you're being irrational, illogical, and you're not doing yourself a service. If you literally
Chance,
look up the numbers,
hold
sir,
on, Chance.
you'll literally
If
see
you
I'm right.
slow down, you'll be more correct because we already know you're smart, but you're going too fast. But Chance, you told me Steve Young didn't win a Super Bowl. He did win a Super
I
Bowl.
did not say that. That's not what I
That's what
said.
it sounds. That's what I'm saying. That's what it
Don't
sounded
say
like.
it sounded like. I did not say that. I would never even say nothing. I would never even retort nothing that stupid out
Okay,
of my
why
mouth.
you call him bogus if he's a Super Bowl champion in the
Ask
Hall
me
of
that.
Fame?
Okay, now ask me that. That's a proper question, right? But don't say I said something I didn't say. That was
Okay,
stupid.
all right. Get off of that. Get off
Okay,
of that. Don't be the
okay.
dead horse. Okay, why is bogus?
Don't do that, man. I hate when people do that. Anyway, go ahead. Look,
Chance, just tell us why he's bogus.
I'm going to tell you the reason why I hate him, or I don't hate him, but the reason why I dislike his play, right, is because there was plenty of games that we should have won, right, that he did not study the playbook correctly. They had to go back to him and tell him, you're not studying the playbook correctly. We understand that you can make moves on your own, but we have a playbook for a reason that we ran with Joe Montana. It works, right? It wasn't his play style, for one, okay? For two, sometimes he was just too erratic with the ball. It was just it's a lot of little things I just didn't like personally, and that could just be me personally. And I think I'm afforded
I think that's you personally because he's not bogus.
Wait, hold on. I just admitted that, right? And I just said I think I'm afforded that because that's my personal opinion.
Because you know why I'm saying he's not bogus, even though you're highlighting some of his flaws, is because he was one of them package quarterbacks just in the same ilk of Randall, Vince Evans, them guys like that. You follow what I'm saying?
Wait. No. Let's stop right there. Let's go off of your narrative that you're saying right now. Those two people that you just named, what teams did they play on?
Eagles and Bears.
Exactly. And those Eagles at that time and those Bears at the time were some of the worst teams in the league. And that's why you really don't hear about it.
No. Randall wasn't on the worst team in the league.
Don't do the voice. True. Don't do the voice. They didn't make it that far because of the play of the coaches and the style of what they played.
Listen,
Dick
Vermeil was Randall's coach, right?
Dick Vermeil, yes.
Only thing I'm saying with Randall is that he always had to fight against either Frisco, the Vikings, or some other team. You know, the Anthony Carter Vikings. I'm talking about the Anthony Carter Vikings. And he just couldn't get past those teams. But when he became a Viking, he did so well, and then he couldn't get past Atlanta. He just could not get over the hump of the NFC Championship game.
But when he got to Minnesota, let's give all the credit where credit's due. When he got to Minnesota, he was old. Okay?
Yeah.
And he balled out. He balled out as an old man.
He still balled out, yeah.
He balled out. He balled his ass off, right? But he was old, right? They literally just had him there just to show Dante Culpepper what a big arm looks like and how you can get it down to accurate. Right? That's literally what he was there for. He did his part because Dante Culpepper came out there and he balled out a little bit, right? Not as good as he should have, but he balled out a little bit, especially when you got a Chris Carter and a Randy Moss. They should have did way more than what they actually did.
And Robert Smith as a running back. Don't forget the running back, Robert Smith.
Bro, I just said it. Robert Smith, a running back, basically a Hall of Fame running back to me. Yeah, you're tripping, fam.
Oh, he's in the Hall of Fame. I think Robert Smith a Hall of Famer.
He should be. There's no reason why he shouldn't.
Yeah, I think
so. Basically, to me, Dante Culpepper, he was an underachiever. Personally, to me,
you know, Dante Culpepper, they were saying that he was a bad influence on Randy Moss too, and Dante Culpepper, you know, he was one of them party guys.
Can't be bro. Randy is Randy, fam. You're not gonna be no bad influence on Randy. Randy is himself. Randy don't adhere to nobody else's mood swings or how they roll. Randy, listen,
Chance. I know you love to disagree with me. If you go back and look at the press clippings, because I remember they was trying to say Dante Culpepper was a bad influence on Randy Moss.
I don't care, bro.
Randy Moss already had. Hold on, bro. Randy Moss already came to the NFL with his baggage. This is why the Dallas Cowboys was hesitant and end up not drafting him because of his baggage that he had.
Wait. It wasn't baggage. It wasn't baggage. It was an incident that happened that literally wasn't his fault. Just like the
Chad, do you understand what you're saying? Sometimes it wasn't baggage. What is baggage?
No. We say baggage, right? You're talking about like exceptional, like incidents that's always happening. Something's always happening.
It could be one incident. You don't have to be a whole bunch of incidents. That's baggage.
Well, the way you said
slap a girl, hold on. If you slap a girl,
luggages.
if you slap a girl on campus, right? and you get out of that situation somehow, some way.
Don't even do that
You
because
come
you already
into
know if I
the
step
NFL
with
with
on campus, they
baggage.
gonna say, bro, if I step one girl on campus, they gonna say I've slept 20 girls on campus. They're not gonna say I just let it down to one. Be honest. Stop
Chance, I
it.
can't believe you so contentious, bro. You need to
You
check
know,
yourself.
because you know better. Because you know better. That's why I'm contentious with you. You know better. You just be throwing out some narratives. You know better. You an OG at this.
What I'm trying to explain to you, I'm not trying to hook, line, and sinker you. I'm just giving you facts. Just Google it. Dante Culpepper, Randy Moss, what the Minnesota Tribune was saying about that combination. Because Dante Culpepper, he was another one of those guys that studied the playbook.
Bro, I don't even think nobody. I literally don't think nobody studied the playbook, fam. You didn't have to when you had Randy
Wait a
Moss.
minute,
All you
hold
have to
on,
do.
man. Where are you going? Why you keep saying? Why you keep deflecting?
No, I'm saying that's why
I'm
they.
talking
I'm saying
Dante
I don't
Culpepper
think. I think that's why they
specifically.
didn't win. No, I'm saying I think that's why they didn't win because nobody really didn't study the playbook over there in
I
Minnesota.
mean, if you Randy Moss, you don't have to study the playbook. If you Chris Carter, one of the best route runners in the history of the NFL, you ain't got to study the playbook. He already knows what
Why was it okay
his
when you
route
just
tree
said
is.
that? Wait. I said the same thing you just
It's the
said. Why was it okay when
quarterback
you
have
said
to
that?
study the playbook.
Wait.
Everybody.
I just said what you just said. Why was it okay when you said it, but you got on me when I just said it?
No, because we talking Dante Culpepper. You went off to everybody. We ain't talking about
I
everybody.
didn't know. I literally started with Dante Culpepper and was actually going off on my own statement. You stopped me and just repeated what I said and made it yours.
Did I?
Yes, and then now you're right. No, damn
Okay.
you! I heard you.
I'm gonna give you that chance. But listen, Chance, you need to stop sounding like a used car salesman. Because you're
No, that's
talking too
you.
fast and you're stumbling over your own thoughts.
I'm not stumbling over my words. You're trying to take my words and use them
No,
against me.
not your words, your thoughts. I ain't talking about
I'm not
words.
stumbling over my
Thoughts.
thoughts, fam. My thoughts are
Yes,
clear.
you is.
I'm literally
Okay.
I'm clearly saying what I want to say.
Shout out
You're
to
trying to
Purple
talk over
Baby.
me. You're trying to
Okay,
talk
Chance,
over
I
me
feel you.
so that you can have my viewpoint. And you're taking my viewpoints and you're throwing them back in my face like I just didn't say them.
Chance, I would never do nothing detrimental to my brain like that, taking your viewpoints. Please don't do that.
What? All right. What?
I would. That's like taking
I'm not stupid now.
sandpaper
Now I'm
and
not
going
stupid now.
against the grain on wood.
Ain't that about a blip? So now my IQ is 30.
Why
All
would
right,
I
I see how it is.
detrimental?
All right.
Why would I put my brain in
All right.
detriment like that?
All right. I'll be Forrest Gump. I'll be Forrest Gump tonight.
He said taking his viewpoint. Are you serious? My head would explode. I can't think that way.
I'll be Bullsworth.
Purple Baby, what's going on with you, Purple Baby? You see Chance going off on me, huh? Chance showing
Purple
little respect for the OG.
Purple Baby, you better not let him get away with
Press
that.
your bumper decks.
Chance showing little respect for me.
Oh, he playing Karen.
I came in here to press your bumper, and then I gotta go. Cause remember when I told you about LaMelo not making that all defensive team or that
Yes, ma'am.
all NBA team?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see the rankings that ESPN put out and how many
No, ma'am.
guards in front of him?
Nope. How many?
I told you that's the game within the game.
See, you doing it again. You hijacking. See, you hijacking right there.
I'm
She
not
about to make her
hijacking.
statement. You about to hijack her statement.
No, because I know what's going on with LaMelo right now. I know the situation.
Well, let her finish. She knows it too.
Well, on this current list, I think it was 7 guards because they did 26 to 100.
Disrespectful.
7 guards, and I told you, I was like, they not letting him. I already know he's not gonna make the all defensive.
But wait. But do you think those 7 guards are actually better than him, or do you think they did that as a narrative?
As a narrative?
Some of them are better than him. I'm not gonna lie like
maybe
that.
2. Maybe 2.
Hold on, Purple. You said some, right? So I'm gonna let you catch up on that too. Some could be 2, or some could be 4, some could be 5. What's your sum? Because you said 7 names were ahead of him.
Well,
right?
It depends on the player. Like,
okay, with the 7 names that you know that are ahead of him, how many players
name
ahead
them?
of him?
No, just name them. Name them. Yeah, do it like that.
Let me go back to the list.
Okay.
I know Van Fleet was in front of him.
Van Fleet.
Clay Thompson was in front of him. Marcus Smart was in front of him.
Marcus Smart?
I said Clay, yeah. I said
Clay. No, Clay, yeah, but Marcus Smart? Okay, we'll go ahead.
I'm trying to think. It was somebody
Clay can
else.
only shoot better than Melo.
And Van Fleet is small. Van Fleet can shoot, but I mean Van Fleet can.
Let her name him. You got the list?
Yeah, I got it. They
No,
put Cade in
she
front
didn't
of
have it all
him.
going off yet, so I was just going through my own thoughts on that on every player so
They
far.
got Cade in front of him. Kyrie's in front of him, and I
Hey,
agree with you. Yeah, Cade is in front of him and
come on,
Kyrie.
man.
Well, wait. Cade. You say Cade?
Yes. Oh,
Cunningham?
Levine is in front. Levine is in front of him, and Holiday is in front of him.
What?
Also. Yep.
Zach LaVine?
Yep.
Stop playing, fam.
They got Drew Holiday ranked 26, Levine ranked 27th. Let me keep going.
Okay, see, look. At some point, right? At some point, we got to just put on our regular hats, right? On our thinking people hats, and just literally go with this is not right.
That's what I'm saying. I agree, Chance. It's not right.
Kyrie's 33, Marcus Smart is 34.
How's Kyrie 33?
Exactly. How Kyrie 33?
Wait. How's Levine ahead of Kyrie?
What?
They got Levine ahead of Kyrie?
Yeah, because I think Levine, y'all have to understand they're going off of how many games they played last year. And Kyrie, I don't know about New York's, little policy about the little thing. They little,
It's open. It's open.
I think that has a lot to do with why Kyrie.
You can't do that, fam. You can't do that. Oh, because we had a flu season, they didn't play, so we're gonna give him the advantage because he didn't play those games.
But let's do this right here, real quick, Purple Baby. The reason, let me give you some. Let me sprinkle something on you real quick. The reason why LaMelo has descended instead of ascended is based on his mindset right now. See, LaMelo, they thought LaMelo was some goofy kid that was just going to come into the league and people just going to bank off of him. LaMelo's not letting him.
He ascended the whole year. He literally went up and up and up.
Well, you have to look at it. When you have people saying that Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward and Miles Bridges are the best players on your team, they're not saying, I will say this. Nobody is saying that he don't have impact, but they feel like those three players that I just named, they are more. LaMelo's not as impactful as they are, so that's why he's getting. I don't agree with that, but that's all I want to know.
Who are these people that y'all talking about?
And they think that he's too flashy.
Who is they?
There you go. You know what that means, right? Purple Baby.
We're not doing this.
That's a sub. That's a sub against Melo.
Are you talking about the NBA?
Huh?
You talking about the writers and stuff, the NBA writers and all that?
Yeah. The pundits
on the NBA, on the all NBA teams, and I think they vote for MVPs and stuff. Yes.
I know, man. Look, that shit is so screwed up. It's not even funny. Like you can literally, like Purple Baby, you are a great analysis of basketball, and you literally see what you need to see. You're not dumb at all. I give you that. Okay, you know what's going on here because you know half of these players that you're talking about ahead of him should not be ahead of him at all. They don't even have the game compared to him, and he's not even getting started yet.
I give you.
I'm trying to explain something to you guys real quick. The reason why they're doing Melo like this instead of him ascending, he's descending. Yes, he ascended last season, Chance. That's correct, because he was an all-star, and he had never been an all-star before. So that's ascension. But now, since he became an all-star, Melo is banking so much off the court. It's almost like they trying to compete with the shield. Yeah, with the logo. You follow what I'm saying? Because he's already a global.
No, they're mad because he's competing with Nike, fam. He put Puma back on. Nobody was wearing fucking Pumas. I'm seeing everybody wearing Pumas now.
But you can't say that because you know why? Because you got Under Armour with Curry. They're not mad at Curry.
Curry will tell you himself, and Under Armour will disclose this themselves. They literally would not be able to sell as many Under Armour whatever that they hit.
Curry had a hot streak at one time. He had a hot streak.
He was selling more female shoes than he was boys. Okay, nobody's running on the court with Under Armour Steph Curry's on. They're not, fam. I'm sorry.
I believe Derrick Rose got a contract with Under Armour, correct?
I'm not familiar with that, but I remember Curry Under Armour had sparked the interest in that brand. I know that for a fact.
No. Curry went over there. No, Curry went over there because Nike forgot his name and called him his brother's name. and had Kevin Durant profile all in the meeting talking about, see, you could be like Kevin Durant. You could be Kevin Durant. You could be. He was like, what about me? Y'all keep talking about Kevin Durant. He was like, I'm out of here. Walked out in the middle of the meeting.
Let me go back to the LaMelo. See, remember the NBA with this new collecting bargain agreement and the oligarchs, the gatekeepers, and the so-called board of governors. That's why I'm calling them so-called, because they really see themselves as owners. They ain't really trying to govern nothing. They trying to own, and everybody else is beneath them. Okay, so that board of governors stuff doesn't even really match. These people are afraid of that LeBron mindset continuing in these players coming up. And already they see that in LaMelo, because LaMelo is already starting off with business ventures. He's not waiting on anybody. He's not waiting on people to come to him. LaMelo got a team that's out there looking for great business ventures and be capitalist adventurers to startup companies. This is what LaMelo is doing. And that is a hell of a thing when you start a business and you're able to write off your taxes and get 100% of your money. You follow what I'm saying? And the NBA really wants you to be a little goofy, right? LaMelo has a team around him that's pretty solid in making sure his books stay afloat. Of course, you're going to have to watch people because people always steal. You follow what I'm saying? And so the NBA watching how LaMelo move, and LaMelo is moving outside of the box. He's not moving inside the matrix.
You know this is not about LaMelo. This is about LeVar.
But it doesn't matter. But listen, that part doesn't matter because LeVar is not bouncing the ball. But the person that's bouncing the ball is his boys.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about LeVar being right about his sons and about how they were going to move in the NBA, about the things he was about to do under the NBA and under his sons, and through the guidance of him, it was all coming true on how he was doing it. But the NBA couldn't have that happen because of the shit that LeVar was starting with the NBA.
But this is what I'm trying to get to. Remember, there was all chummy with Melo. Remember when LaMelo come in, it was all chummy with him. Everybody's like liking him, and he's this and he's that. And the league was kind of promoting his face, up there with the Trae Youngs, the Lucas, the Bookers, the Tatums. LaMelo face was in that pack. You follow what I'm saying? Now they're trying to remove that face because that face is moving in a way that can inspire the other guys that's coming in that might want to have a singular mindset.
No, they don't want another LeBron, fam.
No, they don't. They're
scared. They're scared of getting another LeBron. They know
LaMelo is moving that way. He's moving in that direction. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes. You're absolutely correct. Yes.
He's not waiting on nobody to do nothing for him.
No. And you can't control that either. The fan base is the only ones that can control how a player is going to be loved and adored, right?
Right. There you go.
And they're trying to give it to these other players that they want.
Yes. There you go, Chance. Now we're talking.
Love, fam. They're not.
And the fans ain't buying it.
No,
they're not buying that. That's trying to promote these players. They like who they like.
He's in one of the smallest markets, but literally makes the most money for that market that you can possibly make for that market and above.
Yeah, he's milking it. Yeah, he's definitely milking it.
Bro, milking it.
But you understand what I mean by his mindset. He's not waiting on people from the NBA say, hey, man, let's try this. Let's put you here. Let's put you there. No, he's not even waiting on NBA commercials. LaMelo, hold on, please. LaMelo Ball is already in an AT&T commercial before LeBron. Think about that.
But LaMelo Ball is already he's a pro-minded athlete since 16 because he's been playing pro.
Yes, that's true.
You can't take him from a pro-minded athlete and then tell him tone it down being so pro-minded.
Yeah, thank you. There you go. Right. Tell him to tone it down. Wait your turn. It's not your turn yet.
You're too smart, bro. You're too smart for the league right now, bro. Like you're looking like you know more than the league does, and starting we don't need that right now. We still got Luka. We still got to promote Luka.
When people see that, don't knock Melo. That's their version and their narrative. LaMelo is still moving in a certain direction. LaMelo might be the first rookie who turned down his rookie extension.
Bro, no. You can knock Melo all you want. Bro, just don't knock the hustle, fam.
Don't knock the hustle.
Just don't knock the hustle, fam.
I'm telling you, his team is strong.
He's balling.
Because you had people, listen, you had people to try to infiltrate LaMelo's team and steer him away from his dad. Did you know that?
Yeah. But that's why I said you need Isaiah Thomas there. Isaiah Thomas was literally the exact opposite, and he loved Isaiah. And everybody around Isaiah loved Isaiah. They like, you don't want to play Isaiah that much? Don't play him that much. But you can literally use him just like they use in Miami.
When that Miles Bridges thing happened, everybody know Miles Bridges and LaMelo was tight. You follow what I'm saying? Like when you cross your fingers, that's how tight they was. They travel, they do things together, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that, right? Behind the scenes, a lot of stuff don't even be seen. When that incident happened, LeVar summoned his boy, and he came right away to be debriefed. Like, Melo, listen, remember what I told you. Always remember what I told you, and look what happened. You were that close to having a near career-ending situation. So you have to be careful moving forward and make sure nobody sabotage your shit.
Yep. And you see he broke up with old girl after that.
I understand the off the court stuff, but I'm looking on the court, and do I understand the criticisms of what people see on both sides? Yes, I do, but I'm just saying, like, it.
As soon as he win a playoff series, he'd be all right.
No. I wanted to finish. I want to know. Do you see it to the degree that they see it?
I see both sides fairly. Like, I can understand X's side, but I also understand other people's side. Like, one thing I get frustrated with is if Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, and Terry Rozier are good, and whatever it is, like they said, Terry Rozier was coming into last season the best catch and shoot guy when it came to threes. Okay, Gordon Hayward, which I already knew was a lie, but they were saying that Gordon Hayward had a better impact on winning, him and Rozier did, when they're on the court together and they're healthy. I certainly didn't believe that, but I wasn't totally dismissive of the ideas, so I took closer looks. But I can understand when people say that he's too flashy, but I think that comes from, and I don't agree with this, when the other side says, well, he's the Kardashian of basketball. The younger Kardashian kids did not ask to be on TV. That was their parents' choice. Could they have spoke up and told their mother, hey, I don't want, the cameras, I don't want to be involved? Yes, they could. Could LaMelo did the same thing? Of course he could. But it's that kind of like structure where it's just like, that's going to be defiant. That's probably to most parents, especially people that's in their 40s, their parents, they might find stuff like that disrespectful. It's a lot of people that feel like you're going to do what your parents says no matter what, whether you're not allowed to really have a say. And I'm not saying LeVar was like that, but
no, he was like that.
I understand that viewpoint. Did he really have a choice if he wanted to be on national TV?
No, he didn't
have a choice.
No.
About being pulled out of school.
No.
Ultimately, because of NCAA rules, he could not attend college and things like that. But like, a lot of things were out of his control because it was a structure within that household that said, you must not define me as the parent. Even though I might be wrong, I'm always right. Like, that still exists, how you brought up. Like, some of us, we found out when we get older in our 20s, yeah, our parents was wrong, but we were raised in what some people consider a toxic home where we weren't allowed to challenge the parent. And I don't know why people don't understand. He didn't ask for his dad. It might have been a wish.
But what does it say in black households? What do they say in black households? Don't speak unless you're spoken to.
Yeah.
You don't have a thought process. You don't have a mind. What do you mean? Your mind is my mind. My mind is your mind, fool. That's basically how it goes, right?
And that's what I'm saying for the people that, sit on the side, oh, he's that and he's not. I don't understand it. Like, you look at him and say he's nothing but a reality star. I believe if he had a choice, he would not have wanted
to. He hated the cameras, though.
I don't know why people don't understand. To me personally,
but LaMelo hates the cameras. If you look at the Ball family shit, right? He's one of the main ones that never wants to do interviews. He never wants to be a part of the interview process. He hates cameras. He hates it.
And that's what I'm not understanding when it comes to that other side. Why people don't understand. He don't really like he was 6. What, like, yes, kids are on social media, and yes, that's in front of the camera, but I don't know about his activity, as far as,
but look at Jello.
Matter. We know kids.
Look at Jello. Look at Jello, Purple. Look at Jello. He's the most awkward person you could ever see in front of a camera. He's not camera ready.
Yeah.
Lonzo had to build up to that. Lonzo wasn't camera ready either. He had to build up to that. But LaMelo, Jello, they're not camera, bro. They don't like that shit.
And that's what I'm saying. But when it comes to LaMelo, people don't see that. And to Basil's point, what are you saying that we are overrating him with? Because what I feel personally, I've never said, well, LaMelo does this. LaMelo's responsible for this. I have never, I'm not that crazy. But what I understand is, don't lie to me and say this team is so much better with Terry Rozier and Miles Bridges and Gordon Hayward leading it. When LaMelo leaves, it's the same 500 record. It doesn't make them, be better than New York at one time, or I think they placed that expectation as far as playoff team on this team too soon.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I would say this.
They didn't do this to John Memphis. They didn't do it to Zion.
Yeah, and that's true. But I would say if you take LaMelo away right now, this team is still a below 500 team or 500 team.
They're win 19 games.
LaMelo on it or not, they're still a 500 team, and that's what I want them to understand. I'm not saying LaMelo is God and he's responsible for everything that this team has achieved within the time he's been there. But I just want you to know that, honestly, I believe they're a 500 team without him. Because like Terry Rozier is a role player, a bench player. Gordon Hayward, although impactful, we see guys every day in this league that can shoot their butt off. But
Gordon Hayward is injury prone.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if
Terry Rozier is injury prone,
I just think he's not really impact. Like, we talking about the same Terry Rozier that this team, I think, wasn't the coach that's the coach now, the coach of that team. When Terry Rozier and Devontae Graham was there the year before.
No, I think it's different.
Borrego. It might have been Borrego. I don't fucking know. But I see that's what their ceiling is a 500 team. I don't think their ceiling is any higher than that. And that's what I don't think LaMelo is responsible for them being 500. I just think this is a 500 team with or without him.
I just think they're going to try to show him. They're trying to show LaMelo. They're trying to show LaMelo that this ain't his team, period. And we can literally get you the fuck out of here when we want. That's literally what it's saying. That's literally what it's showing to me.
And
that's just disrespectful.
When I watch and I listen, and I'm like, okay, you're saying LaMelo's too flashy, or you're saying, for the other people, okay, I don't really agree with that. Because if you're saying,
I ain't never heard that about Kobe.
See that he's too flashy and he's not that good.
I ain't never heard that about Kobe. I didn't hear that about Tim Hardaway. I didn't hear that about
Harden when he was getting to the free throw line, which I didn't. But that's none of my business. But it was just like, I want the criticism to be fair across the board. Like, I can understand if you, and like I told Dex, I said it has a lot to do with people feeling like, I forgot how long LaMelo was out with that wrist injury his first year, but it has a lot to do with it. It was the same backlash when Blake Griffin, I think it was, or it might have been Ben Simmons. I forgot which one of them it was. But when they won the Rookie of the Year, I know Blake was because he was injured, but I forgot who was the second runner-up in both of those situations, and people felt a particular way. It was the same backlash with LaMelo when it came to Anthony Edwards. People came in with these preconceived notions that he was the Kardashian and all that. And then, so a lot of people didn't like him off that. They felt like he was defiant. He didn't have any home training, which I don't know why they felt that way. Did he make some bad mistakes? Yeah, but every kid does. Now, was it on the level, of what kids do on an everyday basis? No, but he didn't go to jail, and whatever. He just misunderstood how when he slapped the guy in the back, he didn't understand that. And to say that you wouldn't have lost your cool in that situation when you don't know the way they might greet somebody and tell somebody that that's a good play or that's good hustle. Like if you slap me on the back of my head and not on my back, I'm gonna feel it. Don't touch me on my head, bro. We don't know each other like that. I might have not had the same reactions, but I would have told him like, yo, don't hit me on the back of the head. I don't know you like that. Like I would have lost my cool just a little bit. Not to the point where I threw a punch, but I would have lost my cool. And I think people hold that against him. So he was coming into the NBA. People, he's just trying to be hood, because I don't know how many times I've seen that. But again, with that wrist injury, people felt a particular way. They felt prior to the wrist injury that whether impact or whatever, he wasn't better than Anthony Edwards. Like it's just weird. Like
the thing is, they had two different roles that they were playing on their team, though.
And agreed within those, they were asked to do two separate things.
Anthony Edwards wasn't asked to run the team. He wasn't asked to be the point guard, run the team, make sure everybody's in the position they're supposed to be in, things of that nature. He was asked to score the ball. Period.
And I agree with that totally. But like, let's say it's 100 people, 50 people think he shouldn't have won that Rookie of the Year because he was injured, and the other 50 think that he wasn't. They understand that they were asked to do two separate things. But remember, I mentioned at the time, because Miles Bridges was coming up in that first year, like a lot of people weren't aware of him to a certain extent.
No, they knew who he was.
More about
it was all about Ball
here and Gordon Hayward at that time, and Devontae Graham. It was more of LaMelo. They would have still done that without LaMelo being on that team, versus people feeling like the Timberwolves wouldn't have did half of the things they did as far as progression and getting better and whatever it might have been with Anthony Edwards. They felt like that other than 50 people thought Anthony Edwards' impact was better. And it was just dang, like a lot of those people harbor feelings from what they just seen in a total sense of things. A lot of that has to do with his other two brothers. They don't look at him as an individual, so they hold the sins of D'Angelo mainly against him, and it doesn't help what LaMelo did on the JBA tour, when they went international. It's weird to me. Like,
wait, what do you do so wrong international? Because he got that baby little pushing shoving match?
Yeah, and people didn't like that. And again, they hold the sins of
they do that shit all the time. They do that shit all the time over there overseas. That shit out of here, man. They trying to paint this in a picture.
Like, I pay attention. I don't immediately go off with the first thing, but I pay attention when I be listening to people or watching them when they talk about LaMelo. I don't think he's that. It's always Terry Rozier. And even if I do agree with the facts, I'm not excusing the impact that Terry Rozier, whether it be negative or positive, that once again that Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward and Devontae Graham had in that first year. But what I'm objective at is I look at the negative as well as the positive impact. And when it comes to the positive impact that LaMelo has had for this team, people don't want to give him credit. Like they said, he didn't do anything in the play-in game because Gordon Hayward was injured. And then I forgot the guy that comes on this panel. I can't think of his name, but he literally said, if LaMelo's the star that y'all say he is, and he's supposed to be doing everything y'all say he is, and he's this, then he shouldn't have played as bad as he did against Trae Young and them. But Trae Young had a game of the same bad game that he did, but Trae Young had the better team, and people didn't want to acknowledge that. They wanted to lie and say, LaMelo had the better team. No, Trae Young had, if you felt like the teams was the same, but Trae Young had more impactful players, I can agree with that. But to just flat out say, LaMelo had the better team and it's no excuse for him playing. We're talking about a college style system that the NBA chose to implement because they wanted more viewership and more money to compete with the NFL, to achieve some of the numbers that the NFL has achieved, for their wild card games and stuff like that. That's what we're talking.
But you're talking educated though. But you're talking like you're talking sense. But you're talking sense to people that don't make any sense to themselves when they're talking. So you can't literally expect them to find your sense in all of it if they don't even know what the sense is. Period.
And like, again, with the all NBA teams, when they were like, Chris Paul is getting older, I'm aware of that. LeBron is older, but you don't have, when it comes to LeBron specifically, it's not just Lakers fans because I know it's separate. But people say, "Oh, LeBron is still a top 3 player in the league." I don't know what position on the All NBA team LeBron is going to take up. He can take up one of the forward spots or one of the guard spots, but that's a guard that's in front of him. And things like that. I think Chris Paul, no matter what his age is, yes, he's still gonna make that All NBA team. It ain't even about him. It's a regular season award, first of all. So it matters about team record and the impact. LaMelo can have the impact. He can do what James Harden did, I think, his first year in Houston, which is put up great numbers, but his team don't win much. And people can hold that against him like, oh, he did all this. He don't have no impact on winning. It's what they do to Devin Booker all the time. A lot of people don't like Booker. They feel like with Joel Embiid when Simmons was there. Oh, he's putting up these good numbers, but what impact does that's the trajectory I see. And although I understand where that criticism comes from, it's not right. Like, if you know the team, like I do feel at the end of the day, when I reflect back on that Sixers situation, it was never going to work. You can't have Ben Simmons play on that low block and not like Joel Embiid. If you want him to stay in the
you got Joel Embiid playing what Ben Simmons should be playing. That doesn't make sense. You're backwards. You're backwards right now. It makes no sense. You got Joel Embiid playing Ben Simmons' spot. And Ben Simmons playing Joel Embiid's spot. What?
But at the time, like I said, we're always quick to say, well, they should have, although true, but when you look back on it now, that don't work. Like, neither one of them, I admire Embiid for, taking threes and stuff. No.
What it is the NBA's fault for hyping up Ben Simmons as a player of LeBron's stature, right? He was never going to be a player of LeBron's stature. But they built him up because he's the same height. He's not the same build. He's the same height. Okay, he doesn't run the court like LeBron. He doesn't boo those players like a LeBron and Giannis. He just doesn't do these things. So what it was they built a narrative around a guy that wasn't ready, just like they do a lot of players that aren't ready. And he couldn't hold up to the billfold.
Like, and even when it comes to the All-Star game, media gets the right to vote. Coaches vote. Now I can't remember LaMelo's coaches vote for the All-Star game, and I forgot because they pulled the list and I forgot where he came in at. But again, I don't see him making the All-Star game either. I'm just being realistic.
But are you saying that because of his play or because of the narrative they're building around him?
A little bit of both. Because you have to really think about it. Will it be some coaches and some media members that will stick out their neck and be like, they understand, listen, this man's team is bad. And he definitely, he's gotten better and things like that. And so he deserves to make this All-Star appearance.
What was his numbers
last year?
But what was his numbers last year? Like, do you around about? You might not know.
At the All-Star break, I ain't even gonna lie. I forgot his numbers exactly.
No, just period. Like towards the end of the year, do you just around about?
I know he had 20 points per game, and I believe it was 7 assists and 7 rebounds.
I mean, literally, that's most of guards in the NBA. That's All-Star numbers, huh?
Yeah.
That's All-Star numbers.
But again, Van Fleet, got, I think, a coach's vote, and I think Garland got.
Yeah, they balled out. Yeah, they should have. They balled out.
But that's what I'm talking about. So you think, and they were both in winning situations, but you think that clearly Toronto is better coached.
Yeah.
Just all around. They're the San Antonio Spurs of the East to me. But Cleveland has the better team than Charlotte.
But at that All-Star break, was Charlotte ahead of those two teams?
During last season, I don't think they was ahead of Toronto or Cleveland all year. I don't believe they might have been at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure they wasn't though.
Okay. I'm just saying that would be the only reason why you would probably give that to him over one of them at the halfway mark for the All-Star break. That would be the only other reason that you would do that. And the only other reason is because of his name and his fan base. At the All-Star game, you're literally going to have fans going head over heels just to see the Ball brother. So, I think that's why they really did it.
And then this too. I believe he has a great fan base, but I need people to understand this. They take Twitter followers and Instagram followers and they say, look how many followers he got. It's equivalent to people that be in the music industry, artists. You can have people follow you. Let me finish. You can have people follow you, but not like listen to your stuff. You can have people
follow Future. People follow Future,
business, but not really mess with you like that.
exactly.
So how many people that following him that want to be in his personal business versus how many people that follow him basically care about his numbers and care about what he does on the court to where they're going to
a lot. So look, that's what I'm saying. See, it's the difference between the Ball brothers, especially LaMelo, and like a Future, right? Future, you're gonna have fans that follow you. They're gonna they'll probably buy your stream or something like that. But if Future came out with a pair of shoes right now, they wouldn't sell out of the stores for shit. LaMelo picked Puma. Puma was a shitty ass brand when it comes to basketball, fam. Nobody's coming on the court with no Pumas on. You getting laughed at, all right? He just made it cool right now for you to have the brand new Pumas on, and Puma's now selling out of every other shoe that they have that looks good because of the LaMelo shoe, because of one man coming over there.
And I agree with that. But again, how many of those people are going to turn around and vote for him at the All-Star game?
But these are the same people. But do you not get what you're saying, though? These are the same people that bought his shoe when he wasn't in the NBA, and his shoe sold out.
And I agree with that.
So those are fans we're talking about.
Have people. It's a reason why people don't think albums can sell anymore. You have people more willing to listen to a single than an album, which I think is BS. But that's backwards to me. Why are you willing to listen to a single but not the artist's album? So you can have somebody support his brand, his clothes, his shoes, but they will not vote for him. Some of those people will not vote for.
Okay. All right, same equivalence here, right? Now there's a P Diddy album on the shelf, right? But then he just came up with these new Sean Johns. Are you gonna go get the P Diddy album, or when Sean John was hot, are you gonna get some of those Sean Johns?
It depends.
Don't you do that, love? You have never bought a P Diddy album.
No, because I don't see him.
So don't do that, love. You ain't never bought a P Diddy album. Stop it.
But I didn't buy his clothes either. I'm from the Midwest, so I supported Apple Bottoms 100%.
Yeah, but you weren't supposed to buy his clothes because they were like he literally didn't make them for women yet. That was like more of a man's line. But let's just say it like that. Are you gonna buy the P Diddy album for your man, or are you gonna buy his booming ass Sean John shirt for your man?
I would buy the clothes. I wouldn't buy his music unless I knew that my boyfriend liked it.
Thank you. And ain't no boyfriend coming up to you like, babe, make sure you go get that new P Diddy though. It's fire.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Nobody's saying that, love. Nobody. So it's the same thing with that.
So you think for everybody that bought his shoes, that all those people are gonna vote for him in the All-Star game?
They follow him around the world. Look. Do you not know that every time they did a pop-up shop around the world, people came in drones and bought them out? I mean, cleared them. They have no merchandise left.
I'm telling you, it's just
they have this crave. They have this crave like the Beatles almost. I promise you, people will go anywhere with them. They will get on a plane and go wherever the Ball brothers are playing at. Think about it. They have fans in Lithuania. They were packed out of Lithuania. Yeah. In Lithuania, they were packed. How's your stadium packed in Lithuania? That's ridiculous.
I'm not saying I don't understand your point. I understand it completely.
But you don't understand it. Yeah, but you don't understand how people go that far for it.
What's the name? But it's the Steph Curry because of the 3-point shot alone and winning. Him and LeBron James are arguably the most popular players.
And they still don't have the most. And they still don't have the popularity.
How much of people that say that they're fans of LaMelo go vote? It matters why they are a fan of like. It's weird. Like people always assume because I like LaMelo, oh, you think he's cute? No, I like sports in general. I don't look at no player like that. I did at first. I'm not gonna lie.
That's how you got into sports.
But because I liked sports, I stopped. I was like, oh, that's wrong. I shouldn't But that's normal because I'm a woman.
No, you're a female. Yeah, you're a female. You came into it with a preconceived notion. Yeah, and
men are
they're
never
black.
gonna, unless it's women, a women's sport. You're never gonna be like, yo, I like to watch this,
Honestly,
But
no. There is one sport that I love that women played, and it was. I mean, they balled out, and this was the only sport I've ever seen women like really ball out. The WNBA ain't even close to this, and it was a lingerie football league, and it was not because their booties were hanging out.
and
It's
I
because
understand the reasoning as a woman.
no.
But
No, it's because when they hit each other, they were out there for blood. They were out. Them girls were out there running full speed, hitting people like men. That's what I loved. It wasn't even the booties. The booties were cool. I can look at booty all day. I've seen plenty of them. Okay, but that's literally not why I was watching their games. They were balling. They had skill.
But that's when I'm saying, like, I kind of got. I don't know what day it was, but I was kind of irritated when everybody was like, I'm just playing. When women like sports and they say, well, I like this player, and then a man be like, oh, because you think I'm not looking at them like that. Do some of us in general? Yeah, we all slipped up.
We human beings, of course.
Allen Iverson being retired, I noticed, I'll tell you, I understand the criticisms of Allen Iverson's game that people make, and I so agree with it. I don't agree about
what
how
criticisms
treated him. Just like I don't agree once Kobe with the stuff was found, how it was found. I don't agree how the media treated him, but I never looked and thought, okay, I find Kobe attractive. No, I like Kobe as a player, just like I like Paul George as a player. I like Kawhi as a player. I don't like LeBron James because of some of the things he does. But do I think as a player he's great and stuff like that? Of course. But I'm never liking a player or a fan of them of how they look.
Who's criticizing Allen Iverson game?
No, not his game. How he acted, like you know how it was back then. Like,
no. The bad part about it is the media played him as a guy that he wasn't. They literally played him as a bad guy. He was one of the quiet. He was one of the quietest guys in the NBA.
Same thing with Steve Smith with the Panthers. Like I knew that. That's when I stopped.
No. Steve Smith was different. Steve Smith would actually follow you out to your bus, and he would try to knock you out at the bus. Steve Smith was old.
It wasn't because
Steve Smith, he was an animal.
So it was never because he was picking on people to pick on people, though.
No. Steve Smith had a short man complex. Okay, he had a Napoleon complex, right? He literally wanted to be 6'5" as one of the wide receivers. So whenever a bigger cornerback used to try to pick on him or whatever, he would literally show his ass and he would go up there and he would knock him. He would do whatever he had to do.
Like Courtland Finnegan. I like him. He was too hot tempered at times, but I fuck with Courtland Finnegan too.
Yeah, I like him too. I just think he was trying to prove that he was black too much. I think like he was trying to prove like he was like the hood or something.
I want us to just have a coming to Jesus moment. Like it's not that I wish any bad on LaMelo and stuff like that. And when it comes, but I can understand where people are just like, yo, for those that do keep it to basketball, when it comes to LaMelo, I so respect it. And I do pay attention to what they're saying. And for like everybody's saying the same thing as far as this ranking. When I'm reading the write-ups, he needs to be a better mid-range shooter, which I've been saying don't rely on that 3-point shot. Some people think he chucks the 3-point shot too much, and I tend to agree. I did see times last season where I'm just like, bro, you don't have that shot right now. Take another shot. He needs to be another finisher at the rim. But what I'm also aware of is that he got hit a lot and he didn't get a lot of foul calls. So I think he has to go into this season knowing, just in case, if I don't have these foul calls, I do need to finish better at the rim. Do I think he needs to be a better defensive player? Of course, but let's not put 20 on 10 and say Luka's all that defensively, or Trae Young, or John Morant, or whoever else. Even if you don't want to put him in that category of guards, let's not play like it's guys out there. I know Shai Gilgeous. I think he's a pretty decent defender. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't see him having that impact defensively like Shai Gilgeous or Malcolm Brogdon or a Marcus Smart, or even if Lonzo Ball is healthy, even with Lonzo Ball being healthy, or Jaylen Brown, I don't see him having that ever. Like, I think he'll just be okay. I want his game just to be more reliable from an offensive standpoint. Like Brandon Ingram, have the growth of Brandon Ingram, where you just those percentages game by game look more refined. That's all I want from him.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Like I said, Flight Sports TV.